Man said that guitar riff was garbage.
Man.
How do you play?
If Andre did it, then it makes sense because obviously he's not a professional.
Right.
But as soon as I bro, I don't even think that was in the key of the song. I'm not gonna hold you.
Like you mentioned it, that makes sense.
Bro, like I think because he played maybe 2 different notes that whole time.
Yeah.
But it was what makes money. My guitar teacher always said that look, if it makes money, then you can't really say what sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's subjective. I was like, yes, that's a fact.
How long you been playing guitar for?
Man, I've been playing forever, man. I've been playing I'm 30. I've been playing since I was like 16, 17. But I was only consistent for the last 5 years where I like quit my construction job and did actually what I wanted to do.
Gotcha.
But yeah, first off, I learned, I like topped out at power chords and rock songs. I topped out at that for years. I thought I knew how to play everything. I learned Green Day. And I was like, nigga, I could play anything if I do that. So, I stopped, bro. I was like, nah. I learned all that. Wake Me Up When September Ends was my first one.
Hey, let me bring y'all in. We live, baby.
Oh, let's go.
Live. Oh, yes, it is a new logo right there. What you're looking at right there is part of the new BNY network.
Okay.
There'll be more of that coming in the next couple of weeks. The BNY network.
Nice.
Y'all keep that in mind right there.
Nice.
Let's bring this in. Where the hell is everybody at?
Know.
Where's my usual cast at? Where's Dev? Where's Manny? Where's Austin?
When I pulled up, I saw like the cars. I said, okay, I'm not the only one late. But then I came in here and was like, okay, I'm like the only other one coming. You know what I'm saying?
There's going to be like 9 people here. I didn't even park in your driveway because I thought, I don't want to block somebody in.
Nah, it's all good. Austin, he's taking care of business for us and for himself too as well. He's solid. Manny be here about 40 minutes. Something like that.
He on 210.
Dev took another L to the DMV, so it is what it is with him. Trev's still MIA. But what's going on with y'all? Ty, what's up, man?
Man, nothing, man. I'm excited. It's the weekend. My work day was easy.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Usually I work from home. Usually I could do whatever I want during the day. I had maybe to literally work only 2 hours after that. I did whatever I want. So
Trev's still
so
MIA.
far the weekend's going good.
What's up, man?
It's starting off good.
That's good. First time on the podcast.
Yeah,
Mike
man.
Newby.
Yeah, first time.
I'm going to give you a round of applause. It's going to be 2 of us, though, but that's all you get right there. What's going on?
I appreciate it. It's long overdue. Definitely long overdue. We got to get Sal up here.
Dude, I think we've been talking about getting you on a podcast for like a year.
For real?
It's been at least a year.
No shit. Like, it's been 12 months.
It's been at least a year.
Yeah.
Okay, he was trying to build anticipation, man. That's what it was. Like, I'm gonna come in when they less talkers. You know what I'm saying? I see his strategy going on. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna ask me about talking and be like, yeah, that was good. It was good.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm just glad you're here.
Yeah,
we can
sure.
finally have this living room set up. Thank you for your confidence on the shed too as well. It took a team effort to build this together.
Hey.
Shout out to Cooper Construction commercial on the way too as well as advertisement.
Nice.
The link in the comments.
Let me take a look at his comments real quick. Hey, Austin went. Shout out to Austin. Hey, random guy that I don't know. You're probably the best one in that room right now, Mr. Newbie. Why, Austin? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, I appreciate that, Austin.
Probably.
That's a lot of love off the rip. I appreciate that.
He always saying something, but you know what? I do appreciate him tuning in. That's another view for us.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, before we begin anything else, y'all see that top right? We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, Twitter, Daily Motion. Shout out to Daily Motion. It's like a YouTube Junior. It's not really that big, but it's a little something. But we live in multiple places, and this is our first official BNY podcast. Words Ever Spoken went live earlier this week, Wednesday, on most of these platforms right here. So we're trying something new, trying something different, trying to expand our reach, and we all can do it with you, the viewer, the customer. So y'all take that, y'all share that, and y'all keep showing us love. Y'all see that Pharrell Jay-Z video early today?
Yes, I seen it. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't actually even get to pay attention to the lyrics. The visuals were so good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess that's the goal of a video, but it definitely, if I go back and watch the lyrics, it definitely obviously is about a black man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But look, I'm not discrediting in the words because I got to review it again. But the people just captured me. It was dope. Obviously a statement thing. One person said something that was interesting. They said, why is Jay-Z always dropping something close to when Nas dropped something? I don't know if y'all agree with that. Is that something subliminal or not? But, Nas' album came out today, too. And then...
It came and went.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Nas.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And
Did y'all hear it?
What decade are we in?
I know, man.
Yeah.
See, like, that's the thing. Like, Duckworth album dropped today, so I chose that over Nas today.
Okay.
Because my homeboy, he produced, like, half of the songs on the Duckworth album. But
Oh, that's a little plug right there.
It's a small plug. It's a shout out to Juju. Shout out to what's his Go Kinix. Is his Instagram name?
Okay.
Austin knows him too. We grew up with him. But anyway,
Hey, okay. Hey, get him on the podcast. What we doing out here?
Yo, well, he's in Cali right now, but he could Skype in.
Yeah,
So-
for sure.
so,
We got we got the technology.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea though.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. But yeah, man. I mean, the video was fire. The video was good, man. I mean, I really have nothing but good stuff to say about it. You know, I don't have any criticism because I don't. Nothing's in my mind and my body is saying to say this about it. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Like for real?
What you think?
No, I thought it was actually pretty dope. You know, usually music videos and hip hop and rap culture kind of they follow a similar format, and I thought this one was kind of different. You know, it's good to see business owners, entrepreneurs go out and kind of display doing something different. I think Jay-Z was supporting the she made like cookies or something like that.
And she was turned down by 86 investors.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty dope. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you know, when I was watching the
See,
video,
Austin.
I didn't see it.
I'm just watching this comment. Keep going.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah.
No, it was good to like. I was thinking about like if I go to this city, maybe I can find that actual business and actually go try. Like some of the soul food joints are kind of cool. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was really dope. It was definitely a unique take, and I hope we do something like that more often. I'm tired of seeing the cars closed and the usual. This is something a little bit.
The cars closed, money and hoes. I'll tell you one
Yeah.
thing. I looked at that video. I was like, damn, I really would like to get BNY that motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just right now. So, hopefully the whole cast will be here for that one. Yeah, they'll make the video, but can't make a podcast. So
Yeah, exactly.
ain't no shot though.
It was okay. Now that I'm thinking about it, as he was talking about it, it was a low key hidden history lesson. It was like well, not history, but like current story or whatever. I got to think of a word for that. Yeah. But it was low key. It had the name Jay-Z for real. You know what I'm saying? So it drew the people in, but it was like, hey, nah, niggas, y'all gonna learn something though.
Exactly.
And so it was a smart way to like hide like the education among the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Which was cool, man. I didn't realize that that's what they said about the cookies thing, that she got turned down. I just saw the accept Jay-Z part.
Yeah.
But I guess that makes sense now.
And then there was the dude that's on Broadway.
That's the story. I heard that story a couple months ago.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What happened with that? So I saw him, but I don't understand any background behind it.
You got it?
Yeah. So I think I forget what I don't know if they actually showed what like feature he's actually on, but his ancestors were I believe slaves on a plantation, and through everything he was able to work with his career, he was able to go back now and buy that cash. You know,
the plantation?
Yeah, which I thought was pretty cool. I got that right?
He bought it for $400 cash.
Yeah.
The thing is that it was correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was a white real estate agent, and they questioned him like, "Are you sure you have the cash for this? You know it's in cash." And he was like, "Yeah, I got it," and paid that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was $400K,
$400K cash.
which I want to do that though. I feel like it'd be
Well,
somebody.
buy the house that is
You know.
I mean, that's coming full circle.
Yeah.
Like we used to
coming full
work in
circle.
this house, as slaves, and now I own this thing. So
Yeah. I would have to see how I would physically feel. I'm like, if he wants to do it, cool. That's what's up. And
would you do it if you had the bread and you knew the history of your people from back then? Yeah, that's right, Danielle.
Probably.
That house is gorgeous.
I probably would do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I probably would do it. That makes sense to me. That makes sense. Like my mom, she has a house in Clinton right now that used to be a slave spot, like a spot where people own slaves.
Wow.
And I live there now, like, and I help her with the yard and everything like that. And it's not weird. I was thinking about
it?
They said it again.
You ever think about it?
I think about it almost every time I step out on the field because it looked like a slave spot.
Wow. Okay.
That joint got a huge field, and then the way she set that joint up, it's like a design where people daily have to do maintenance. So I think about it all the time, but I don't think about it in an unattractive way, like where I'm repelled from it. Like I ain't gonna lift that stick. You're making me do it again. You know what I'm saying? But I think about it it is kind of a cool thing. You know what I'm saying? So nah, shout out to dude. That's dope.
Yeah, it's
that's
really
dope.
It is. I want to get into something. There was some breaking news last night with Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. If y'all bear with me, I'm trying something new here. We're gonna play a video, or we're gonna just let Meg talk, and we're gonna go from there.
So, since y'all hoes so worried about it, yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me, and you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit. Stop lying. Why lie? I don't understand. I tried to keep the situation off the internet, but you dragging it. You really fucking dragging it. Motherfuckers talking about I hit this nigga. I never hit you. Motherfuckers was like, oh, she mad because he was trying to fuck with Kylie. No, I wasn't. Like, you dry shot me. Like, everybody in the car, it's only 4 motherfuckers in the car. Me, you, my homegirl, and your security. Everybody in the car arguing. I'm in the front seat. This nigga in the back seat. I get out the car. I'm done arguing. I don't want to argue no more. I get out. I'm walking away. This nigga from out the back seat of the car starts shooting me.
Sheesh.
Which I think.
I mean, and there's a lot of now. So I watched the full thing earlier this morning, and she was talking about how, you know, in that moment when she got shot, to even take it a little bit further, on how she was trying to be really cool and like kind of play it down for the police that were showing up, because there were witnesses that saw it, and she's thinking, you know, with everything that's going around the country, she doesn't want the police to show up to a scene where there's, you know, a black man with a gun in a vehicle,
right,
and get everybody shot up. She said that they were questioning her at the hospital, they were tripping on her at the hospital. Then she shows up, and everyone else but her went to jail. I mean, there's so many layers to it. Ultimately, I think this is, you know, it's got to be career suicide for Tory Lanez. I was a fan too, a really big fan, and seeing it play out like this is it's crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing to me because I don't think we've seen anything like this since the Chris Brown and Rihanna situation, as far as like the status level they were on. I don't think even, well, first of all, I don't even think their level equates to where Chris Brown and Rihanna, but it's pretty close. But for them to take another level and it'd be an actual gun involved in the shot, it's huge, man. It's huge. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I put 2. I think most people put 2 and 2 together. We just was kind of confused as why she was trying not to say anything. So I was wondering if she was playing the whole I'm a G-ro and I don't snitch, or was she just trying to look out for a friend or whatever. I think now though, she never claimed the streets or anything like that. So she probably legitimately was just looking out for him, as let's hypothetically maybe she's that nice. But I ain't gonna hold you. There's gonna be something that might be controversial. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to cancel Tory. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not trying to say that to be wild, but I gotta hear what he gotta say. I'm not saying that there's an excuse for her shooting him, but I gotta see how apologetic he may or may not be.
Does it matter?
Yeah, because
you think so?
Yeah, it does, man. Because
what? Really?
I think he's done.
Yeah, man. No, I think he is done from the people.
You think he's apologetic?
No. I don't know. I
got something to say about that, but keep going.
Because, like, okay, I know he's canceled from the people. I'm assuming that. But my thing is, look, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, what we doing with this cancel thing, bro? Like, all right, can people make mistakes or not? You know what I'm saying? Depending
Mistake,
on
like shoot somebody?
Yes.
That's a mistake?
Yeah, that is.
Man, you pulled the trigger.
That's an emotional
on
response.
an unarmed citizen?
That's bad. It's bad. That's what I'm saying. It's bad, bro. It ain't no excuse for it. But I'm just trying to see, man, if people slip up, period, in life, are we always going to cancel people that say their own things? Like,
yeah.
Like, where are we going with this, bro? Like, so let's at least see how apologetic he is, and if he's going to do something. Okay, all right, this is what I was thinking about real quick.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so say your homeboy is dating a chick. You know the chick is nothing, that she's dead weight, and he break up with her. And then you go to your homeboy and say, man, F her, I knew she was going to be this and that, and da-da-da. And then he back with her a month later. Then you kind of like, oh, so you forgave him? Yeah, he showed me he was sorry by doing that. He said this, and I forgave him. And now you out on an island, and you can't say, when I said she went down on the homies, I meant she was holding them down. You can't, like, change up.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
God.
it's possible. Because I remember when Rihanna was with Chris Brown in the pool like a year later after the abuse thing. And so I was like, so what are niggas doing? So I didn't mean to really get this passionate about it. I ain't gonna hold you. But
now we love passionate BNY. Go on, baby. Talk your shit.
They're like, he has an ulterior motive. But yeah, so it was a bad event. Obviously, it was terrible, and I don't condone domestic violence at all. Like, I had a cousin that died due to domestic violence. But I just want to see what he has to say, and how Megan takes that as a potential apology. Shooting is big though. I don't want to. Yeah. So look, it is what it is.
Her whole video, like, so this happened what?
Like 3 weeks ago.
July?
It was about it. We covered this on BNY 3 Point maybe it was like 3.7. I want to say.
Okay.
I think it's 3.7. Shout out to Loki Lonely. He was on that thing with us too as well.
So I guess the part she's upset about is like, she just did the WAP video. Everybody had everything to say about the WAP video. She's been seen out having, living her best life, doing her thing.
Yeah.
And people are starting to, and then the night prior she like showed the bullet wounds, and people are like, it doesn't look like you got shot.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
now a doctor. But I think this is one of those things where you kind of, I definitely feel you. Cancel culture, people make mistakes. You got to allow people that room to grow. I think as long as the sincerity is there, depending on what it is, we've seen some things with like Nick Cannon. He just went through a whole mess with what he came out to. And Deshaun Jackson was another one. But for this one, I don't know. I feel you.
Let me read this comment. Shout out to Danielle, always avid listener to the podcast.
Yeah.
Danielle, did you get that shirt too? By the way, let me know. But gun violence, I don't know, man. That's kind of a lot. There are a lot of ways to vent frustration and anger besides shooting someone. I agree. That is what I was saying.
Yeah. I just think, apparently she got out of the car.
You can walk away.
Yeah.
You can drive home. You can take the Uber if you don't want to drive home.
She was already almost home. And she got out of the car. She didn't want to argue. And the door slams. And she's getting shot back, turned to the car. Some people are saying, how do you know it was Tory? You weren't looking. I'm not for the speculation. I think everyone knows it was Tory on that joint. But,
yeah.
I just feel like, making mistakes is one thing. But why does he have a gun in the first place? You got security. You got all this money.
Exactly.
You gotta set a better example. And I think this is one of the ones we might have to just draw this line in the sand and cut our losses and say, Tory, we expect better out of you.
This is the thing with Tory. Like I said, we covered this on the podcast before. Low Key and Austin Toes, they got a really passionate argument about it. You can find that clip out on BNY clips too as well on our YouTube. Dude, this is bad.
It is.
There ain't nothing good about it.
I know, man.
And the thing is that I know we all love Tory Lanez music.
Yeah.
But this is bigger than the music right here. This is even beyond domestic violence. I mean, you took a shot at somebody, and who said that? Maybe it was just a bad shot and just hit the foot.
Yeah.
Maybe he was aiming for the chest.
Yeah,
maybe he was aiming for the head.
No, and Tory couldn't look over the window, so he had to pull that thing over the top.
Yeah,
and then the recoil just took him down from there.
Yeah.
Because he thought he was old dog and
he's,
had his shit sideways.
Yeah, he's 5'3". He had to
that
look over the window.
Yeah, that's true, man.
I'm messing up.
Are y'all playing any Tory's music?
I played what was it? Drip 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 on the car ride, and I played my music loud as hell, and I saw a couple looks, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and change this to like Luther Vandross. I'm gonna avoid the controversy.
He went from the heterosexual couple to the whole other spectrum. You know what I'm saying? And he really was fighting against that. That's a hell of a protest right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm about. I got something for you. Now, what you got, Ty?
I'm not gonna lie, bruh. I haven't played his music, but not intentionally, not consciously. But I heard maybe, man, look, this is gonna be bad. I heard 2 Megan Stallion songs in my life, so I'm just like, man, look. First of all, like, we could go a little bit deeper. We can't take 2 hard cancels in a year, bro. We can't. I'm sorry, we can't cancel Doja Cat and him, man. I'm sorry, we gotta choose one, man.
Oh, you a Doja fan?
Yes, man.
I didn't really hear. I couldn't tell you one song from her with gun to my head.
Man,
Doja did that to herself.
But I know you did the.
She jumped out the window. Ain't nobody tell her to do it.
The Cow Moo song.
I know you heard the Cow joint, but
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if you ain't hear the didn't even notice. Why don't you say so?
She got a couple tracks you heard that you would even know. Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
She
Joint.
had a couple.
Oh, maybe I heard it like maybe
Maybe
that video.
that's my girl.
Those videos were bad too.
Those videos are kind of like
bad in a good way.
Yeah, kind of like, depending on your opinion, it does kind of like have some objectifying type thing. But
Check your values at the door. It's music.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Trying to sell records, man.
So
Yeah.
y'all playing R. Kelly still? I'm not.
So that's the question though. This is all it really takes. Everybody's saying cancel Tory, cancel Tory. Tory came out with a mega hit. How everybody gonna act then? Because we seen it with R. Kelly. We saw it with Chris Brown.
I still play Chris hard. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
Everybody played Chris. Everybody forgave him. He moved on from there.
yeah, man.
Does Tory need to go to Canada for like a year and then resurface with
He
some
might go to-
hair?
She's probably going to jail.
With some hair.
might come out
He
buff.
might either go to jail or get deported. You know what I'm saying? He might come back.
That's
buff.
funny, getting deported to Canada.
He might. I know,
That
right?
ain't the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
I'm in Toronto at the Raptors game in the playoffs.
Oh my goodness, bro. I mean, the boy's gonna have it rough. I remember when this is my thing though. Do y'all think this is a thing? Let me get this out the way real quick. Do y'all think it's a thing where you could play all the music he came out with before he did it? Do y'all think that's a thing?
At what point do we cancel somebody? Can I still play R. Kelly's 12 play? Be fine. But I think it's still. The thing is that if you walk in my house and you see me watching the episode of the Cosby Show,
Oh damn!
how you gonna act?
The pudding pops.
And I'm sitting there
Yeah.
just laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I'm putting the next episode on.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you gonna?
I think it's case by case.
I think it is case by case. Yeah, man. I mean,
There it is.
look, I talked to my homegirl. She was like, all right, I won't, because she wants so bad to still listen to Tory. She's like, I won't play any music he comes out with now. I'm like, did you Google, like, when Michael Jackson did his whole thing, did you say, all right, which one song did he do before he touched the kids? I'm just play that.
I got a solution too as well.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I wanted to touch on this too. I ain't gonna hold you. Chris Brown was smart. I remember exactly what Chris Brown did. He was smart. I don't know how Tory gonna do this, but when Chris Brown beat, when he beat Rihanna or whatever, I was trying to make sure. Well, after he not had sex when he beat her, you know what I'm saying? But not cut like that, but cut her. It's like nah. But when he did that thing and they was in the car, he waited and remember he was 17, 18. As soon as he turned 18, he dropped the mixtape, the no bull ish.
Fan of a fan.
No. That was before this. Before fan of the
Yeah,
fan.
that one right there.
He
His
dropped
mixtapes are godly.
But look
they
though,
are, yeah.
that was the first time I remember this, bro. That was the first time. Please, people that's watching, do research on this. That was the first time he talked sexy in his mixtapes because he was of age. The girls could not deny him after that. They was ready to cancel him when he beat Rihanna, but when he dropped the little think I invented hit in my zone when he dropped in my zone.
Okay.
That was the first because he just turned 18. He was smart, so he was so sexy. Now the chicks couldn't deny him, so that's how he got away with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. And then he weaned his way back into the pop and all that stuff, and now he was back. But I want to know what are most of the females saying though about the Chris Brown compared to Tory?
Let me ask you this: Floyd Mayweather, the boxer, he fights. Everybody watches, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather also beat his, I think, girlfriend, wife too as well.
Yep.
Domestic violence. It's a way. Now this is a dirty game right here. Where you're playing when it comes to like celebrity and art, and that you can separate Floyd Mayweather the boxer versus Floyd Mayweather the man.
Yeah.
You can cancel the man, but you can still accept him in the ring watching his fights because that's what everyone did.
Pay for that.
Yeah, Mayweather Pacquiao. Everybody's watching that shit.
Yeah.
4.4 pay-per-view million, and that doesn't count people in the room. That doesn't mean screens bought.
Yeah.
So who knows? That could have did like 100 million people could have watched that thing at once. But it's we're in a different age now. Yeah, people are going to accept that.
That's why I think the Chris Brown thing's a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It was in a different era too as well. Like Chris Brown did that today. Yeah, we're talking something totally different.
Yeah, we are in a different era.
Yeah.
What about y'all? Do you listen to do you listen to R. Kelly?
I put like this. I'm at a cookout. I'm not putting R. Kelly on just based on everything that's popping off.
Yeah.
I'm not. Why? For what?
But if you do play Bump and Grind remix, you might see my foot tap. But
A little step in the name of love. I'm not denying the music's hot.
I know,
I'm not denying
man.
it. I'm not denying it. But the fact is that, like Kevin Spacey, I love House of Cards. I'm not walking around. I had a hoodie back in the day. I love House of Cards so much. It said, "Stay calm and let Frank Underwood handle it."
Okay.
Yeah, it was one of those right there. I used to love that hoodie. I think it's a picture on Facebook with it. If you find it, please don't cancel me. It was before time. All right, I don't even think I have the hoodie now, but you had to be more aware about your audience today. That's what I would say. Be aware of your audience. So,
Yeah.
Tori, you got some explaining to do. I would like to hear what he has to say too as well.
Yeah.
Meg said that you've been talking like through your publicists, through different PR firms, through different social medias, saying this and the third, saying that I started it, I beat your ass, you fired back in defense. She said it was all bullshit. So Meg went out. That's Meg's words right there. It's still an ongoing case. Of course, everything's alleged. There's nothing criminally filed.
Yeah.
I haven't got forensics with bullets matching up with guns and fingerprints. So
Yeah.
we'll
I
just
wonder
go
if they
for
can
that.
use this video from Meg Thee Stallion and treat that as a statement.
I'm pretty sure they will. I'm pretty sure they will.
What about you personally? Like for Meg Thee Stallion, if she forgives him, if they're buddy 6 months from now, will you still in your head cancel Tory?
I'm just personally in a weird place with music. Like for all the reasons we just said, I don't know. Tory Lanez I can do without. I'm trying to pave a different way to where the music that I'm trying to listen to is gonna be a little bit more progressive, a little bit more leading towards I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I can hear what he has to say, but right now it ain't looking good. And I think the best thing he can do. Chris Brown came on. He did a tour on I think it was ABC after he had his incident with Rihanna. He took ownership of it. Not to like
Yeah.
pass any of his behavior, but for this one from Tory, in the times you're in now, he didn't jump
watch
on.
that core right there. You good? You good?
Now he let it slip for 3 weeks. The sorry could have came. I know you don't want to go to jail or anything like that.
And it's an
but
ongoing case.
it is ongoing for sure. But yeah, he's gonna have to do a lot.
I got
Okay, yeah, I can't be mad at that, man. I understand. I definitely understand.
Yeah, if I have a daughter, you about to have a daughter.
I ain't about to have a daughter.
So how do I look playing
Tory Lanez
Tory
at my
Lanez?
2-year-old's birthday party. That's already
Yeah.
wild already.
Set that example.
Yeah,
I got some progressive music for you, but let's y'all want to see some memes?
yeah, let's do it.
Let's move on. Let's move on from here. Oh, I probably should turn that off. Check this out. You want some progressive music? Check this out.
Ooh,
Kids Bob songwriters trying to write the lyrics to WAP. Hey, shout out to my guy right here, the cigarette too as well. Hey,
This is gonna be a crazy question. Where did this meme come from?
you know what? I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
I
that's
couldn't
a good
tell you.
question. That's a
I don't
good
know.
question.
I put a BNY investigator on it. We go from there. But yeah, can you imagine? I wanted them to try.
What would be the acronym for WAP?
I seen this one chick. She's a rather heavy set rapper. And she made a song. It was called Wings and Pizza.
Hey, that's not bad.
I saw
Wings
that
and
one.
Pizza,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to see something that rhymes with pussy though. Just to stay in the rhythm of the song, just to respect the art enough to.
You took it further than me because I had to say wings and pizza and what it rhymes with pizza. Call Eminem and find out.
Jesus. Next meme on that one right there. Hey, shout out to 2020. You got 2 hurricanes about to hit the south.
Shout out to 2020.
Hey,
hey, Mike Newby, you from the south, man? What's going on down there? What's up? What's up with this?
If I'm being honest, I'm pretty sure Florida right now not stocking up on the usuals, bottled water, probably stocking up on Henny, tequila.
Hey,
Yeah, I know Florida. We'll see what happens, but yeah, when I was growing up in Florida, I didn't really trip over any hurricanes. Ain't gonna lie to you. It's crazy because it's no joke, like no joke at all. But
are you saying nothing?
yeah, we went through. I was in school going through like Ivan Francis, and that was the third joint.
Francis was wild.
Yeah, Ivan Francis. There was a third one that was no joke. But yeah, now I never really had to trip over a hurricane. But then when you see places like Punta Gorda that got hit, like they did the like triangulation of like where all 3 of those hurricanes hit.
Right.
Devastating. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I never tripped too hard about it. I got friends that when Bayshore flooded, they were riding jet skis down Bayshore, having a good time.
In the hurricane.
Not like during it, but after in the aftermath, you got all that water flood and stuff like that. I mean, it's serious. So if you're in Florida, make sure you stock up on your supplies. Make sure your family's safe. But yeah, normally in Florida they throw hurricane parties. Henny, do the thing, have a good time.
Hurricane parties.
It's Cat
That's
1,
crazy.
which ain't too bad.
Yeah, for now until they combine.
right. That's
Nigga,
crazy.
Cat 6.
This Tuesday though
6.
coming up.
At
Supposedly.
the same time, that's wild.
What
I've
is the
never-
mindset of the Florida people down there? Like, are they like, look, we either gonna live happy or live in like? What?
I mean, you see in the coronavirus reaction.
Yeah.
Coronavirus is
Yeah.
very,
They
very
down there
real.
having pool parties.
Oh my God, man.
They don't give a damn.
Yeah.
They a different type of sandwich down there, man.
Yeah.
I be following Lil Duval. He's from Florida.
Duval.
Yeah.
You know, when I said that to Maryland, like,
No, you said it right. I was saying Duval. out there.
and he opened my eyes to how much of a different species is down there, bro.
You're
I
a-
kind of rock with them though, bro.
You're the Florida man.
I kind of like them, bro.
Yeah, Florida.
Florida man, wow. They got a calendar every day of the year. Different type of Florida man.
Yeah.
We cover Florida man from that time to time this spot. You Florida man today?
I guess
I get what I just now got what you're saying.
Yeah.
You saying because the headlines say Florida man
Yeah.
did this.
so. It's always something crazy like Florida man eats woman's face off while
Right.
buying pears from a local CVS or something crazy. Yeah.
So, like growing up, when you heard about the hurricane warnings, what about the reaction from your parents? Were they like, "Yo, we gotta do this," or were they kind of like, "Look, we wait until you get close"?
My parents were they took it kind of serious. I mean, but kids at school, it's just like snowstorms up here. I'm thinking, I get days off of school. I think one time I left my books in the locker, and that wasn't a good decision. So I had to swap books with somebody else. Make sure I didn't have to pay for them joints. Incriminated myself already at the first episode.
Next meme before you say any more. Hey, shout out to Battleship. Fun for the entire family. Hey, look at this shit from back then. You talk about women's rights.
Oh, that's crazy. That's
Oh
crazy.
my goodness, yo!
That's a damn
What?
shame.
See that how? What's a loving like? What a loving wife. That's loyal love. As long as he has fun, you're having fun.
That's crazy.
Jesus Christ. I saw this. I was like, God damn.
I wouldn't even have caught something like that.
What year is this? This got to be 80s?
Probably so. It ain't that long ago. Maybe the 90s.
Dang.
90s. This look like the damn
It look
60s.
old, but it look, yeah, I mean, it's old, but
Yeah, it
trust
does
me,
look
this mentality still exists. But
Oh, for sure.
yeah, but I mean, this was nothing. Just imagine coming up with a game board. I came up with a BNY Monopoly, and I had me, Rick, Jet, playing the game, and I had Jenny and Baby Gia, off like doing something else, sweeping the floor, vacuuming, cleaning the windows.
Yeah,
You talk canceled.
Yeah.
They
That is
get
wild.
our ass out of here quick.
Goodness
Well,
gracious.
well,
Hey,
well.
what's good, bro?
Hey, what's going on with you, baby?
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Hey, go. Hey, clap it up.
Yeah,
Manny's in the building. Manny's in
We
the
need a
building.
little like the
Yeah.
crowd. We need that in the background. Every
Hey.
time somebody enter
the bubble.
You're like, re-enter.
Yeah.
Come back in. We about to play it.
Yeah, welcome back to the bubble, baby. Hey, last week was wild though. When I got popped up here, Uncle Lou Jr.
Oh man, that
Uncle
was
Lou.
fire.
Yeah,
That's the name?
yeah,
That's,
Uncle Lou
and
Jr.
he's young. Like he's not even like he's an uncle age, but he's not really what you think of when you think
I was thinking
uncle.
of Don't Stop Pop that Doo-Doo Brown.
Oh my God. Then yeah, I was some ass in Battleship. I haven't played Battleship in years. You probably whooped my ass. I ain't played Battleship in a minute. Man, since you hop on this mic right here, we go into something that is very dear in our mind. I want to get our thoughts. Was that? You on the purple one? Hop on the purple one right there.
Hey, you got that Henny over there for
Hey,
you,
everybody
too.
bear with us. We got Manny just walked in here. Got the BNY gold on.
I need to grab me one of those.
You too can have one.
You two can have one.
Low price.
Even you.
How's the traffic getting over here?
Yeah, it wasn't much. Wasn't much traffic. Good. All right, here we go. I'm a
Oh, you don't not Rick James.
There we
No,
go.
he can lay.
There we go.
Hey, hey,
There we go.
Damn, Rick.
hey! Shout out to Manny finally being on the casting couch.
I know.
It took a while for him to get over there.
I gotta walk. I gotta roll out. I ain't even
Right.
see.
you were right.
I'm gonna go ahead and head
All you
out.
see is two brown arms and the BNY logo.
All right, let's get to this shit right here.
All right, what we talking about?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a real life Clayton Bigsby. You remember that from the Chappelle skit back in the day?
I just did a Chappelle reference.
y'all-
I love that show.
Yeah, okay. There it is right there.
Hey,
That was for you. That's for everybody else
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
We got a Clayton
Okay.
Bigsby. What is it like? One of his drops? What are you talking about? One of his little sayings? You got any of those?
We got one.
Oh, a Clayton Bisbee like soundboard type joint.
Yeah.
All right, let's go and play this thing.
But say their names, Alabama has some opposition from about 24 members and supporters of the Sons of Confederate Veterans.
Regardless how the next person feel, I'm not gonna take my flag down. If I got anything to do with it, ain't no monument gonna come down.
Daniel Sims says he was adopted as a child.
My whole family's white. Went to all white school, grew up in an all white neighborhood. My grandfather was white, and he was the main one that fought in this war here. And he's taught me everything I know.
He explains how he'd feel if the statues and flag were relocated.
They may make my blood boil if they just come up here and feel like they can just tear it down. I don't see me still living if they do that right there. That monument ain't hurting nobody. That monument ain't killing a soul. It ain't talking bad to nobody. It ain't even racist.
I gotta sit up for this one.
Okay. Manny, you just walked in here. Please educate me on what the hell is going on here.
Yeah.
Educate you.
Educate us what's going on here, please.
That's Alabama. I don't know about that. But nah, it seems like we got a man with a case of Reville-Lago, you know. I'm like, dang.
Uncle Ruckus.
So
Ruckus bars.
first off, this man said he couldn't see himself alive if they took down the statues. You gonna kill yourself over a statue?
I hope not.
Hey,
His granddaddy told him.
if he was raised to do that, it's highly possible.
Mm.
So, it's not. Don't think the people that raised him were racist, duh. But that's how serious people take these statues in the 4.5 whatever years of the Confederacy. So, I mean, you got your opinion, but I ain't rocking with you. I don't want to kick it with your skate with you, none of that.
Ty.
Yeah, that's just like it's like the epitome of indoctrination, man. I mean, if he was adopted, assuming it was at a young age, then I mean, he automatically has this flag as a pedestal. He probably knows the history of his grandfather, great grandfather. He mentioned his grandfather fought in the war. That's something that I'm trying to compare it to something. I'm trying to think like kids now, that the kids that are like 8 now, the way they look at Obama is probably like God, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's probably like, that's supposed to be a president, supposed to be black. It's supposed to be like that. He probably thinks about the statue like that. It's supposed to be up. It's supposed, you know what I'm saying? When you get something ingrained in your brain young, but at the same time though, I like when you get to a certain age though, that's when you're obligated to me as an adult to reanalyze that. You know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to analyze what you were taught as opposed to what makes sense to you as an adult. That's his flaw. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that he makes an objective observation on that, man. But this dude tripping, bro.
He gone.
This dude tripping, man. Like, yeah, man. Like, it's weird that person exists. You know, he was adopted by a white family. I wonder what they made him do around the house. You know what I'm saying?
A whole lot of cleaning.
Well, yeah.
Nah,
I mean,
he was working outside. Nah, he was a cleaning side. Come on now. That'd have been me.
He probably was both. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
I can't imagine the wrestling matches they forced him to participate in against their white cousins. You know what I'm saying? You know how they, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know if they're going to get deep or whatever, but you know, they made the black people.
Django.
I'm looking at Mike Young. He got the face like, you got it.
Hey, man.
but yes, man. He needs to do some reanalyzing of that joint, bro. He tripping. In my New York voice, he bugging, yo.
Yeah. This comes back to education, right? I mean, this is Alabama. I think that's one of the. This is in Alabama, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think that's one of the states that has like one of the worst education records in the country. I mean, I can understand, you know, coming from a adoptive family, and you're kind of, maybe this is nature versus nurture. You kind of picking up the beliefs of where you're from, your local area. You're not really exposed to a bunch of other people that have a more enlightened view on, you know, where this was today, and then I guess history. But man, it's sad to see somebody kind of get failed in this manner and kind of not able to kind of pick themselves up. He's grown. I don't know how old he is, but do your own research.
Yeah.
Don't seem like he has internet connection to be able to kind of, you know, do his own research and find out what happened in the past. But yeah, it's kind of sad. And as far as the statues, you know, I know a lot of people feel real strongly about, you know, should they be in this area, even in Virginia. You know, you have schools that are named after generals during that time. You know, I think that, personally, I just don't think that we should be rocking with a lot of that stuff these days. That's just my take on it. But yeah, hopefully you can find the the information he needs to be more enlightened on where his ancestry. I know he was adopted into his family, but where his blood and ancestry, where that's kind of taken him since. But
let me read this comment. Shout out to Danielle. It's awesome, I guess, that he's so schooled on his adopted family history. It was a shame he never thought to look in his own.
Exactly.
The problem is that he was, like you said, indoctrination. That he never. Clayton Bixby was blind. All right, let's put it out there. Okay, so he didn't know the fact that he was black. But as soon as he found out he was black, he made moves and went with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
This individual, Daniel Sims, remember Clayton Bixby? He divorced his wife.
Yeah,
all
that's
that
what I was
there.
saying.
Yeah. He made moves
I forgot he
immediately.
did that.
But he found it. Yeah, exactly. He made things happen.
yeah.
This individual looked himself in the mirror all his life. Alabama, there's black people down there. He went to all white school, all that. I believe that right there. And you know the sad thing about him too as well? That he's a mascot. He's somebody on social media. He's all right, here we go. He's a Candace Owens type that white people would put out there like, see?
Yeah.
It's not all of you. I got somebody. He's my token that agrees with me.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen the pages. I'll bring them up. I'll show you pictures and screenshots. You want to come back with me on that, please? I'm all here for it. That was somebody else. Wasn't anybody here in that room. I was directly to the camera. He's too far gone.
Yeah.
He's the type of individual that has a Facebook profile of the American bald eagle with a American flag wrapped around it with a halo over his head. Cartoonish. I mean, you've seen the picture out there. Like just somebody profile, somebody just way too indoctrinated and too drunk on their version of news. I'm gonna give them a shout out. I'll just leave it at that. Pick up what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I wonder if he left his town and went to like Arkansas, where super racist as well, and he gets the actual treatment. I know he feels a certain way and feels a sense of comfort in his community, I guess.
Yeah.
But I wonder if he experiences the racism, even with everything he kind of stands for, and kind of can use that as a basis to kind of restructure. I mean,
I think he's a hero out there.
yeah.
What he
To
said.
that circle. Like,
I agree.
Yeah.
you go out there, you in a bar, you telling somebody y'all getting the political views conversation, which I always avoid. But he's like, I hear some dude in the bar right now. I like you, boy.
Yeah.
Like, I like how you think. You want a beer? You want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about that is that
Sad as hell.
this guy right here, I feel bad for him, dude. I feel bad for him. He will never ever look into his own personal history of how his people, our people, came into this country. He's just from, like he said, his grandfather. First of all, what year is this? 2020. What war did your grandfather fight in? It wasn't the Civil War. It had to be World War II.
Exactly.
Maybe Vietnam, something like that. So,
Yeah.
what the hell is he talking about?
Yeah,
He's been
yeah.
fed bullshit his entire life, and he's going on with it.
Yeah.
You have the internet. You have Google. There's no reason your podunk town of 3,000 people,
Yeah.
you can't rise from that. I have people right now I'm friends with that have testimonies that said that, I came from a small town. Everybody had this one view of, minorities, and I came above that. I once thought that too as well. I rose above that when I left home, and I saw there was actually a world out there.
Yeah.
Ty, I don't know how much have you traveled, just out of curiosity?
I think I traveled a good amount. I traveled.
There's two.
Okay, so I've been out of the country twice. I've been to Mexico and London. I still have a lot of traveling to do overseas. I want to explore the Western civilization. But in America, I traveled most of the big cities, if not all of the big cities, except for Las Vegas. I traveled a good amount. I mean, I have to name where I haven't been, to be honest with you. But I haven't been to Alabama though. I haven't been to Alabama.
Ain't nothing really
Arkansas.
see.
Ooh,
But yeah, I traveled to the south, up and down the East
You ain't
Coast,
lying, Manny.
the West Coast.
But the fact is, you traveled a lot.
Yeah,
I know this man's been outside the country many times. I know you have. I have. We've seen more of the world than this individual right here.
Yeah.
Which we come back with those experiences and those cultures, dive
Yeah.
into them, and come back and bring it to America.
Yeah,
And looking around, I see people that haven't left 10 miles from the house that they grew up in.
yeah,
And all they know is that. Like, there's a whole globe out here, and all you know is where you're from, and that's
Yeah.
it. And that's sad, man. I know everybody's
is.
had the opportunity to travel. I know that to be fact, but at the very least, you have the internet, and you have YouTube, and you can educate yourself with certain things.
Yeah.
If you choose to do it, you choose to do it. But
Yeah,
it's
man.
sad. It's sad if you don't. You're holding yourself short.
Those same people though are on YouTube preaching their gospel. Like, I got a homie today, well, a friend, old friend, who pushed out. He was like, "Earth is flat. Fight me."
That's crazy.
Jesus, they still out here.
yeah, man.
Where is he from? He's from Georgia.
Atlanta, man.
That's wild.
See, like the first time I traveled overseas, it probably wouldn't even took overseas to do this. But when I went to not overseas, when I first went to Mexico, that was the first time, until your point, at forming a reality. People have to recognize that your reality is not the reality. But when I went to Mexico, it was the first time that I was like, oh, I get it. America is just this to me, but to them, like, for example, I was like, oh, America's just fast. America's just slow to me, but to Mexico, America is fast. You know what I'm saying? So who has the right to set the standard in their mind? And to, at the end of the day, it all comes down to your personal experience. But you have to recognize that's your personal experience and be open to other people's experience. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the flaws in adult comes in, man. When you're not open to someone else's reality. You know what I'm saying? It's probably an ego thing at the end of the day. You just
For sure,
value-
easily.
Yeah.
Where I come from is great. Don't tell me anything. Blind nationalism.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's sad to see, and we have to deal with this. That, I mean, the fact is that I just wish more people could just see that there's more to the world than your city, your state, or the USA. There's a whole lot of people out there doing wonderful things, enjoying all sorts of cultures. So
Yeah.
please dive into it.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I really got to say with that one right there. I got a whole lot to say about this next one though.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
What's up with Netflix? What's going on with that?
Oh,
They got a movie out here.
Oh my goodness,
Has
man.
anyone
They got a
seen the
movie.
movie though?
I saw. So the thing is said. So the movie's called Cuties. I posted this earlier on the BNY chat. Just seeing what people had to say about it. I posted out there the article. Read it. and I read from this article too as well to get everybody hip to it. So give me a quick second. Let me pull this up. All right, give everybody a little background. All right, so a lot of people think that this is from Distractify.com. A lot of people think that the new Netflix movies Cuties crosses the line by sexualizing 11-year-olds. There's been a lot of chatter about the new Netflix movie Cuties, a French teen coming-of-age story that centers around a group of tween girls who form a twerk and dance clique called Cuties. The main character is an 11-year-old Muslim immigrant named Amy with conservative parents. Secretly, Amy joins the dance group, defying her parents and their values. The problem that people are having with Cuties is that it seems to fall into the trap of Charlotte and tiaras of sexualizing young girls for entertainment. The film seems like it could have been just as powerful if the female actors were a lot older. So, I don't have a clip for this. I didn't want to play the trailer. I didn't want to even put a picture up there. This ain't no Jeffrey Epstein shit. I ain't got time for that right there. Yeah, I ain't doing none of that.
That's crazy, bro.
Ty, I'm gonna throw it to you first.
Pose.
I mean, we're in context of the conversation.
Yeah.
We're in context of the
You got it.
conversation.
That one.
What exactly am I throwing in your pause right there? Is that a curiosity?
No. It's just,
With this topic we're talking
okay,
about.
you're right, man. If it was football and you said that, I mean, but we talking about the twerking dance, so you said throw it at you. I was like, hold on, wait, you gonna tell us what they doing in the movie, or like? No, let me stop. I understand you, man. I'm messing with you.
Nah, I know you are. That's what I laugh. It's just a joke, ladies and gentlemen. Please,
Yeah, it's just a
please.
joke, yeah.
Just make it a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
This heavy topic we're getting into.
Oh yeah, true.
I got a daughter in the way.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I watched the trailer for literally. I know people say it's for being funny, but I only watched for research purposes because I wanted to see what it was. I didn't like. I felt uncomfortable watching it. One, because I mean, 11, 17, 16, whatever. I don't. That right there is a little bit different. But I'm gonna bring a counterpoint up here pretty soon. I just want to get your thoughts on this article, what you saw from it, and I'll introduce exactly how I felt a little bit later.
Man, look, I all right. I got to the point. It got to the point where, like, morally, the people have to draw a line within themselves, man. Because even if something is right legally, it's not always advantageous for the culture, man. Like, this is the point where you get to the sacrificing of the culture for entertainment, man. I don't even know who will find this entertaining anyway, but you know they have the right to make that and produce it or whatever. This is weird, bro. Like. I can't see an adult enjoying this, and I can't see an adult who oversees children allowing their kids to enjoy that. You know, it's just like totally against what all parents want. Like, I'm really curious if that producer, the French chick, is a parent or not. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see if she has any children. This is wild, bro. Like, this is on some. You know who y'all seen Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all know how crazy the Capitol looked.
Yeah.
In Hunger Games, really, we're a lower scale. We don't probably see it now, but we're really just a lower scale of the Capitol. We're the same. 100 years from now, if we get it right, people gonna looking back like, yo, we were definitely that Capitol crazy. You know what I'm saying? But this joint is OD, bro. It's too much, man. Then the actor is 11 years old. I don't see any benefits coming from it. I don't see any benefits. Like, who would? I really want to hear somebody that defended the point. I want to objectively listen to what their.
So this is my thing before Mike can
Go
get
ahead.
it.
No, you good.
Oh, hey, shout out to Curtis right there on Twitch watching us right there.
Go ahead, DJ. What's he playing right now? He probably playing that.
He on Twitch right now watching this. This is my thing. Is that you had a group of individuals of older age got together, said, "There'll be a fire idea for a movie. We got a bunch of 11-year-olds. One of them is Muslim. They went to fire their parents, and they started a twerk team together, and we're going to film that, and they're going to have shirts that cut off, over top of the belly, and it's going to be fucking fantastic. Is everybody on board with that? Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sounds wonderful. Let's do it. Green light it. 11-year-olds have parents. Like, yeah, sounds great. Where's the money at? Yeah, let me get that right there. Yeah, we take that. Yeah, do whatever with them. That's fucked up, man. I couldn't do it.
Nah.
She'll be here in a few days. I couldn't do that to her.
Kind of shows that disconnect we were talking about, with everything going on with Epstein, and this is something y'all thought was a good idea to throw out at this time. Yeah, it's mind blowing to me.
Yeah, and you're normalizing looking at little girls in a sexual light. You know what I'm saying? Like, say if this blows up and you see a little girl in the mall. I mean, I don't even know how to freaking word this, but it won't be as crazy thinking of them in a sexual light because of this entertainment. Say it goes number 1, number 2, whatever. It won't be as crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like to me it will be, but you're setting up the humanity. You're helping with the deep dive of humanity, bro. Like that drink crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's totally different from like adults that are played. Say adults play the same role. You know what I'm saying? Adults who are above 18 have that choice. Sexually, they're legally able to have sex. And these kids have to act that way and present themselves in that way. That just remind me of China, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That just remind me of the Asians.
Why?
Because, like, that joint is, with Asians and the way they grow, them drinks be mostly flatty patties. You know what I'm saying? And so it's easier to see them as children because you can't really tell the difference.
Hold a second. Go back.
Yeah, I
Say
know.
that.
Hold just like,
Hold a second. What?
You good for one every pod, bro.
Look,
This ain't words ever spoken, man.
Yeah,
You're talking. What are you saying?
I'm honest.
I'm
Let's
asking
keep it
about
real. Like it's some geek on the computer like he's talking that stuff. Say no, stop.
I'm lost. Is it my turn?
Okay.
It's about to be your turn.
No, I'm saying like.
Were you trying
Okay,
to say
so-
like with the panties, like how they be selling that joint to like underage girls like overseas? Like is that
Yeah,
what you're referencing?
yeah, and them
Okay.
being the first
Clean it up,
advocates
clean
for the
it up.
dolls. Yeah, like we getting on some freaky stuff like on another level, man. Like
Okay.
we should be better than that, man. Like, yeah, that's it. Go ahead, man.
That's what I thought you were going.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta think before you talk.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
Man.
I say I had to put out a statement here pretty soon.
Disclaimer.
Shawty.
I got one ready.
Bruh. That is unacceptable all the way around. And then I don't know, did y'all see someone who commented on Netflix saying, do y'all really think this is appropriate? Like this is, pretty much giving pedophilia is, all that stuff. Like a high five went out, and then it was like, do you think this is okay? A simple yes or no will suffice. You know what Netflix said? Now I don't have my phone on me, but I want to I would like to think that was an actual post.
Mhm.
It said, we pretty much stand with all people type something or another, and their
That's
thoughts
crazy.
and beliefs and religions, and boy, I don't even want to watch Netflix no more, yo. Like, why would I give y'all my money? Like, I already don't give them my money now, but still, I want to just cancel my my profile on somebody else's login that I'm using. I just, I don't even have little girls. I have nieces, but you don't have to have children to understand that that's a fucked up thing to do.
Yeah.
I can't deal, man. Honestly, like it's wrong on all angles. I don't know who thought of this. There's no excuse. You can't think of that shit drunk. You can't think of that shit high. Can't think of that shit on PCP. It's not okay.
I got one question though. So I read some of the comments, and some people were saying it was a long thread. It was kind of ridiculous. I'm not gonna give anybody, not doing any drops, but they're saying like we need to get on Uncle Randy for finding this something to look at, and not get on the girls for expressing themselves in whatever way they feel comfortable with.
So you think it's a coming of age movie?
I didn't.
Who coming to that age?
Yeah.
That way.
Well, so you think
Yeah.
that this isn't happening with 11-year-olds out there right
No,
now?
I think it is. So
is it wrong to make a movie about it?
yes, because
Why?
Who's your audience?
11-year-old girls?
That's what I
11-year-old
was-
girls ain't watching that.
I think they.
I
Might.
think they clearly they will.
Yeah, they will.
They got Netflix. They got everything.
I think they
Yeah.
might.
Like they got everything we got.
I would
Even
say
not more.
it's 50-50 because it's 50-50.
But my thing
Sex
is
offenders are watching that.
that's the weird part too. That's what I'm saying. Like who's being entertained. But the reason why is because this is not a right thing to make a reality, because that's one of the things you got to fight against the feelings of it. You know what I'm saying? Like when 11-year-olds watch this, they're gonna say, oh, they feel that way too. We're gonna go through with this. That is toxic to the culture. Now, it's some things that obviously, look, man, if you want to break it down, misery loves company to the point where people want to feel like they're not the only ones that feel a certain way. But at 11, bruh, you need correction from your parents, bruh. So you shouldn't just let them run in free with certain thoughts. You should veer them certain ways until they legally at least are allowed to make their own decision. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bruh. So that's why I think that even though it could be a reality amongst 11-year-olds, I hope that the show shows the reality of what the parents should be doing to those 11-year-olds for acting such. That should be a short season. With black parents, that should last for about an episode and a half, and the kids should be dead by the end of the second episode.
Yeah, every 30 minutes.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me read Netflix statement. So on August 20th, which is yesterday as of today, Netflix issued apology. This is from the LA Times. Netflix issued an apology Thursday after thousands signed a petition demanding the immediate removal of cuties from the streaming platform. The movie about 11-year-old who rebels. We already read that. On social media, people are calling for Netflix poster for the movie. So the poster for the movie, the Chinese. Not sorry, Chinese. I'm only thinking of you right here. Looking right at Ty.
No, you know it's true. No,
Damn, he called me out. He got me. No, but the poster was originally it was 11-year-old girls that they had went shopping for like a bra, panties, whatnot. It was just like 11-year-old trying to be grown. I mean, you see it every single day.
Yeah.
The Netflix poster was them, crop top, whole belly, stomach showing, shorts, high up, all that, like a regular, 25-year-old group of girls, group of women twerk team. People had issue with that right there. And Netflix, that was a Netflix poster. That was an issue right there.
They did a photo shoot.
They did a photo shoot for that one. This is my my question though. Is there a huge difference between an 11-year-old twerk team versus an 11-year-old cheerleader competition as far as dress, moves, all that?
Yes.
These are questions that I've seen online, so I'm going to pose to the everybody
you're
here.
fine. Yeah. Manny, you want to tackle this?
You can go first.
I think it's a difference because
I'm reading some of these comments here soon too as well. I got y'all.
And I'm gonna play the devil's advocate later on about the same subject too, but it's a difference because when you watch a cheerleading 11-year-old chick, I think you have to make a conscious effort to view it in a perverted way. Now, if you're having an 11-year-old twerk team, twerking is meant to be sexualized. It's meant to be sexual. So you're encouraging the view of that. But when you're watching a cheerleader or whatever on the Olympics, you got to make a conscious effort to view it like, oh man, she thick though. That's kind of wild. But so you're putting it on different platforms of expectations. Mm-hmm. So that's the difference to me. That's simply the difference to me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got the pervs, you can't really stop the pervs, you know what I'm saying, as far as the cheerleading and stuff like. But when you encourage twerking, who says twerking? Everyone knows twerking is a sexual demonstration of the body, bro. Like, so that's my opinion on it.
Doobie.
I mean, cheerleading in its root is it's a sport, right? So, if I have young girls that want to get into gymnastics or get into cheerleading, that's something I would be super supportive of. You know what I mean? Twerking, pretty much you said it really well. It's something that's been kind of made by pop culture, and kind of, as you said, put in a sexual light. So, I mean, me personally, I can see where parents. I've talked and heard from parents saying that they would never let their kids do cheerleading or never let their kids do gymnastics for a lot of those same reasons. You never know. I think the Olympics, they had that one doctor that was super tripping.
Oh, the Michigan State doctor. Yeah, he was out here wilding.
I just hope that in time things like that just don't get out of hand, and I think this Netflix special really took it in the wrong direction. I think they took it way too far.
Let me read some of these comments. Danielle, shout out to Danielle once more. I remember when the movie 13. You remember the movie 13?
Nah.
I remember the movie vaguely. I never watched it, but I remember issues with it. Came out and caused a lot of uproar. But as a 13-year-old girl, I really felt the message trying to grow up too fast, drug abuse, and peer pressure. So the movie has a certain message to that demographic. So based on what Danielle's saying here. But a lot of adults are like, what the fuck? Daniel, if you mind, would you explain that movie 13 a little bit more? I would like to make sure we clear up a few things there if you feel like that was appropriate for yourself at the time. Let's see, Mr. Hoosier on Twitch. If parents are letting their kids watch it, then it should demonstrate that this is not a type of movie to produce.
Exactly.
Danielle on Facebook. Yes, but without locking them in their room, you can control everything your tweets and teens do. I watch tons of movies and shows at sleepovers at a friend's house. That is true.
Very fair.
What we all did too as well.
Yeah.
Our parents, and in her situation, her mom would kill her for watching. You just have to instill your value and worth in them. I hope they make the best choices, and that's the truth too as well.
Yeah.
And then it comes back to parenting. Like Rick and Jet, Gia, I could talk to them till I'm blue in the face, tell them I expect this, that, and the third. When they leave this house, what they do is what they do. Hoosier on Twitch. At some point, I mean, you just gotta trust your kids. You make sure that you gave them enough tools to do it, and hopefully they do. If not, I mean, it's.
That's the rebuttal for the, but that's a defense for that action of the movie, man. I don't think you even should be put in that position, man. Like that's effed up though. Like of course, obviously as a parent, you want to do your best to instill your values and everything like that. But just making sure oh man, we just gotta hope that's still a defensive thing. But the movie is the offensive thing. Like it's putting it out there for them to test their loyalty to their parents' values. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's effed up for an 11-year-old joint. That could change a lot of stuff, man. Like even with the 13, I honestly I gotta acknowledge her. It seems like she had benefits of watching 13 that was at the moment critiqued by the parents. But at the same time, this is really me playing devil's advocate, but I kind of do feel this way. You really gotta keep in mind the accessibility too of this stuff, man. Like, man, look, these kids, like it's the same thing with the WAP thing. When it's more accessible, you know what I'm saying? Then you gotta take more responsibility for what you're putting out there, because nowadays, more than likely, it's more possible that the kids will be watching something your parents don't watch. It was way harder for us back then. Like y'all remember the movie Kids?
I remember that movie.
You know what I'm saying?
The dude got AIDS.
That was discussed on the BNY page earlier this week too as well.
I didn't see
really?
that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, man. So I don't. I mean, I think it's just an effed up position to put the parents in, man.
I think some movies are good. It's good for kids to see. Like, you're 9 years old. Here's a movie about some things that 9-year-olds could be going through. I respect that, but it's all about how you put the message out there at the end of the day. I haven't seen the movie. I haven't watched it. I don't know what the whole thing consists of. I just know that I didn't like the way it was produced and sold to the Netflix American audience with, 11-year-old girls, wearing pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
That's way out there. What's up?
I do got a wild, like, kind of devil's advocate kind of thing to throw out there too.
Huh.
I got to let Manny get in on this. So we were talking about WAP, on how some of the music from the 90s, like Uncle Luke, wasn't treated like WAP is now. And then we have movies like this come out, but we talk about like Spotify and Apple Music and the music videos we show on YouTube of young black males getting put in situations that are obviously not, we're talking weapons and drugs and guns. Where do we really draw that line? That's another kind of way to play it too. I'm allowed to would you let your 10-year-old son listen to Future uncensored? Does that kind of teeter-totter? And that doesn't really get drawn to question as much as the upper. Nobody's calling for Future's album to get taken off of shelves, but there's 10-year-old kids and there's dads.
No, that's a solid point right there.
So
yeah,
that's another.
Sure.
I saw that on Facebook as well. I don't know what y'all's take is on that one.
I let my kids listen to Future. Hey, it happens.
Sensational.
Sensational. But two-sided. So the fact that what Future raps about and all that stuff, and it's not like they want to listen to Future. Actually, I'm not gonna go there. But kids that go, there's far more kids that go through what being in the hood, seeing drugs and stuff like that. Like that's gonna happen. It's not okay. My kids know better. They ain't touching nothing. They'll listen to Future and still say drugs are bad. Like they're not trying to go codeine crazy. And my main thing with this is yes, children seeing things way too young as far as that is as far as cuties per se is bad. But I'm more worried about the enabling of sex offenders.
Yeah.
And making that normal to prey on children.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what grinds my gears more than anything. I can't. It looked like I saw the thing. I read the story. I saw the Netflix poster, and it felt like I was looking at child porn, and it made me uncomfortable.
For sure.
Yeah.
I didn't like watching that trailer.
Yeah.
I only watched it because
I didn't even watch the trailer.
I had to watch this for podcast purposes, but it was
Yeah, I couldn't either.
It was hard, dude.
I would draw the line and just say, hey, I'm not even watching the trailer. I'm all in on this. I don't fucking like it.
Yeah, me too. I
So-
did the same thing.
Can I read this comment from Danielle? That I want to bring up a point to is whether we'll move on from there. Danielle, back to our point on 13. Yes, absolutely. She bring it up. My mom would have killed me. She found out I watched it. 13 is about a girl, Ava Rachel Wood. I haven't heard her name in a while too as well. Who was kind of quiet in school and falls into the crowd of the bad girls. Started dressing very sexy, using drugs, stealing, piercings, getting piercings in the bathrooms, and she got really lost in it. It really showed me how far it could really go and what kind of choices it would take you. I'll see if I can share this movie, a photo of it, but dog's like, what the fuck is this? What really, it's, you know what it reminds you of? It reminds me of almost like a Scared Straight program.
That's tough.
But
I mean-
that specific movie.
Yeah, that movie right there. Which the Scared Straight program has helped a lot of children, you know, like, wow, this can get really, really bad and go from there. Now, to Manny's point too as well, and to your point, I'll bring something else for you. Marvel movies. I mean, you got girls getting shot left and right in there, stabbed, all sorts of things. Heads getting turned sideways.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, I mean, Call of Duty too as well, Fortnite. You know, things like that are subjected to kids or presented in a way that kids can, you know, be, you know, appetized to for consumption.
Yeah.
It really comes down to yourself as your parenting skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes out at the end of the day, and you got to make sure. Like right now, Fortnite, they're playing for a little bit. I had to pop it off. I had to get rid of it.
Did you really?
Yeah, I had to.
Why though? Why? I don't know much about Fortnite.
It was a little bit too. They're too young for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're too young for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a
that's pretty
cartoon.
much it.
Shoot 'em up.
Yeah,
pretty
so
much.
like,
Yeah, they're just not ready for it. I
Okay.
tried, and things that I've talked to them, but things that I talked to them about guns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it's important for them to know that, and like, hey, this gun is this, it does this, this gun is this right here. Also, they know it's a video game. They understand that, and I say that all the time. Every time I watch a movie, like, Dad, this isn't real. Like, they at the point now, they're like, oh, Spider-Man, it's not real. They understand that, and I got into that point right there that even my youngest son Jet, he loves Black Panther, but he knows that Black Panther is not a real person. And I make sure I tell them, watch, it's like, look, you see him, I pause it like in the middle of the movie. I say, you see him jump off that that building, fly 7 feet in the air and come down landing like that? You and me can't do that. This right here is a movie. That's not real.
Yeah.
And I've said it to them from the moment it came up. So now they're like, oh, Dad, that wasn't real, but that was cool. And I was like, all right, we're there. We're getting somewhere. So as far as this shit right here, I mean, you just got to talk to your kids. If you feel like your kid's appropriate enough to watch this movie right here and get something from it, and actually like maybe could turn a path, or they can like, well, like Daniel did with 13, then we may have something.
Yeah, and the thing about the 13 movie is, I mean, maybe I'm being picky.
Oh.
But look, man, if the 13 movie was about an obvious negative life or a girl that was impact negatively and just had like the bad cards dealt to her, then it was obviously painting this not where you want to be. But if I kind of really don't care but if in that Netflix series, it's a series where that's wild, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's super wild, bro.
That cover's crazy.
That's super wild. But if the Netflix series is a series of girls seemingly having fun, that's just way more dangerous than a consolidated movie where the girl was dealt a bad hand and, you know, she did that and then you learned a lesson at the end. You know what I'm saying? It's just way more toxic to have a series of girls that, yo, we lit like a long version of Stomp the Yard with 11-year-old girls. You know how many niggas was dancing after Stomp the Yard and after, what's the other one?
You got served?
After You Got Served? Like if that series is showing that for 11-year-old girls, bro, we in trouble.
I didn't do anything extras for Stomp the Yard.
I did not.
Columbus Short did a whole lot of extra. He got to
It
it.
was not clumping. Sorry.
Maybe it's out here.
Hey, let me we talking Hollywood. Let's stick to L.A. So the L.A. mayor and TikTok, they got a little bit into it. Let's roll the clip and see what happened from there.
Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti has had utilities shut off on Wednesday at TikTok star Bryce Hall's house due to excessive partying amid the coronavirus pandemic, the LA mayor's office confirmed to the New York Times. Hall lives at the Sway house with fellow influencers Noah Beck and Blake Gray. Garcetti tweeted about the news on Wednesday, writing, "Today I authorized the city to disconnect utility service at a house in the Hollywood Hills to stop large parties held there in flagrant violation of our public health orders. Parties like these can quickly and easily spread the virus and put our communities at risk." Garcetti also issued a statement that reads, with more than 2,000 Angelinos and over 170,000 Americans lost to COVID-19, we need every resident to undertake critical safeguards to stop the spread of this virus. That includes not hosting or attending parties that put themselves, their neighbors, and many others at risk. Despite several warnings, this house has turned into a nightclub in the hills, hosting large gatherings in flagrant violation of our public health orders. The city has now disconnected utilities at this home to stop these parties that endanger our community.
What you got to think of that?
That's crazy.
COVID out here, it's still here. It hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Whether it's circling the news or not. You got the LA mayor shutting down TikTok parties. Personally, pulling a plug.
It's hilarious hearing that, like shutting down TikTok parties.
That's crazy.
Now, let me ask you this. First of all, I want to get your thoughts on COVID, too, as well, since we're on the subject. But give me initial thoughts on the mayor pulling the plug at his house. Mike.
That's actually it's kind of.
Is that too much government?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. At what point, do you kind of draw the line? I mean, that's tough. Obviously, coronavirus is affecting a lot of people. A lot of people are losing their lives. It's affecting a lot of people in some very serious ways. Again, if this is a local ordinance, or something that everyone's supposed to. I heard they actually called in 2 noise violations to the same residence. Cops tried to shut it down a couple times. It didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
But once you start getting to cutting utilities, that's a lot. I don't know. I think I'd rather see, and it's kind of crazy to say, but I'd rather see, the police knock on the door, count on how many people are in there, then issue maybe court summons, or maybe, you get a misdemeanor, somebody gets arrested, maybe, but cutting off water, electricity, that's I don't know. That's kind of a lot.
Manning.
It's overreaching, and what people fail to realize, they gonna party anyway. Exactly. They gonna buy the bottled waters. They gonna light the candles, and they gonna you never lived in the hood. We don't need none of that. But
some glow sticks.
Yeah.
Terry Crews.
Lights around anyway. Probably at the party anyway. But yeah, it's definitely overreaching. I do get the sentiment that we shouldn't be in large gatherings like that with a room full of strangers. I'm still kind of uncomfortable when the grocery store crowded, But yeah, I don't know. I'm real quiet today. I ain't got much.
No, you got that southern drawl right there that adds to the pot. Yeah.
I agree with a lot of what Mike said. I don't know. I don't know. Isn't there like a COVID police or something like that?
Well, he had encouraged the mayor, for a better lack of the word, snitching on neighbors. If you see things outside of regulations for COVID. So he's been on the scene for a while. We covered him on BNY a couple times.
Okay. Yeah. My thing is, I think that the turning off the utilities is a bit much, but I do think that if there's a local ordinance for the situation, then I don't see why you shouldn't serve him the appropriate legal actions for the consequences of that. And then if he can choose to continue, as his adult right, to keep taking the consequences of that. But the cutting the utilities is kind of really personal. But look, I think that if there's an ordinance and you're not following it, then you have every right to get the consequences legally. I mean, it is what it is. But you have every right to disregard it too. So I don't know. I look, if he's able to do it like that, I guess it's within his rights as the mayor. So whatever, but if it's outside of any of the written laws, then bruh, that's a dub, because it starts small and then it goes big, taking the legal rights of people's away. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to see what's good with that. I mean, yeah, I think it is overreaching. I think that if he serves him the necessary
Mr. Hoosier on Twitch,
if he serves him the necessary punishment legally, then I don't really see how you got to personally do that to his building like that. That's just me. I don't get why that. I understand obviously his influence is way big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But he's not the only one.
Yeah.
He's not the only one. I guarantee he's not the only one on the street. He's just the biggest known individual.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's kind of going beyond your powers. I think that's low key abuse of power for real.
Got a low key conspiracy theory to why that might have happened.
What's that?
For real?
This is in Hollywood Hills, right?
Yeah.
Hollywood. Shout out to Hollywood Hills too as well.
So
Actually, no,
Calabasas.
I don't know. Shout out to Hollywood Hills.
Sure.
I might take that one back. Maybe.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
gonna
Varies
burn
on
down
house. Go ahead,
eventually
baby.
But the residents of Hollywood Hills, you don't think there's someone who works in the government or someone who's a financial influencer of something that the mayor has his hands in and is brought to his attention personally, and this needs to stop in their neighborhood?
Yeah, for sure.
I think it was the two.
He was
noise
definitely an
complaints.
example.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
found the candidate. They made an example out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very real.
You know what's crazy about all this too as well is that this individual is going to have way more
Following.
following and eyes on him. Like obviously we're covering right now on this podcast.
Yeah.
I had no idea who this was beforehand. Man, not a crazy theory at all.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Like this.
Dude, your house got shut down, man. We gotta find a place to do a bigger party.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go full Project Exile.
Right.
How would you feel if you were like speeding every day through your neighborhood? They called the cops on you, but instead of getting a ticket, they took the tires off your car. Would that be about the same thing?
Probably. Yeah.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
I think so. That's a good illustration.
I'd rather have the ticket and have to see my day in court.
Yeah.
personally.
That's a great illustration.
Let me ask you this: how have y'all moved about during COVID? Have you been cautious? Have you been around a lot of people? Don't incriminate yourself, but just out of curiosity, how do you feel about everything?
Whew.
Do you feel this party was in the right? Do you feel it was too much?
The party was too much,
Yeah.
definitely. Even with me moving around. Everybody has jokes, but
That's called the umbrella
yes,
right there. I brought it back, baby.
Small gatherings of people I know, like I think the biggest group of people I've been around is being over here, or like, and even then, like a lot of people I hang with get COVID tested, like a lot.
Tested
Like a lot of tests.
1,000 times.
Yes, have favorite nostrils over here.
Right side.
Yeah. So strong side. But so I mean I have been in one uncomfortable setting where I went to a hookah lounge that opened up by my house, and I thought the tables were going to be split. So they literally sat us down and then put a party of 11 closer. They were closer than me to you. 11. Yeah, this ain't it, Jack. We out. But so yeah, besides that, I have gone to Top Golf a couple times, but you got your bay. They in there, they clean everything, and even in between the bays now they got the plastic or
Yeah,
windows
Protective
and stuff
cover.
like that. So just it felt safe. Because like the workers are it's like, hand sanitizer everywhere and all this stuff. So I want to have a normal life, but I'm trying to be careful about having a normal life. We're not I don't club anyway, but I haven't gotten to it to where I want to a actual bar yet. Like I'll be like outdoor stuff. That's legit. I mean, it's outdoors. I'm over here in the corner. But yes, now people like, what about the glasses and all this stuff getting passed around?
I didn't
So
think about that.
yeah, so like that's a thing. But at this point with COVID, I save more money drinking in the house than I do out in the street.
Yeah.
I save my money drinking out in the street
Oh,
than I do
never
in the
mind.
house because I'm going stir crazy and like there's no filter, there's no.
I got you.
Okay.
I'm buying a bottle of whatever, drinking it. If I'm going out, then I'm paying money. Like, I ain't gonna party that hard.
Well, I've been on this. I've been doing this for a while, so ain't nothing to me. Hey, let me just comment real quick. DC on Twitch. Yeah, the party was too much. Okay. By the way, the party. It was the exact number unknown. I'm not going to speculate or throw a random number out there. One thing they did say is that based off the camera, there was a camera that I don't know if it was a drone or
Kind
whatnot.
of caught, yeah.
Yeah, but they said it wasn't a lot of people wearing masks at all. So
Did he have that drone or did somebody else?
you know what? It's probably who knows.
Yeah.
Who knows? I ain't gonna speculate. I ain't gonna put anything out there, but
Yeah.
that's that. But if they want to if they want to risk the lives of the people they know, then Darwin Awards will be awarded.
Yeah.
20th annual.
Survival of the fittest, baby. I mean, that's the way I look at it too, as well. Like, if you want to go, all right, go. But the information's out there, the science is out there. Take a look. Even before this podcast, Austin said it before, is that all of us have a certain responsibility throughout the week to make this podcast happen. You got to make sure that you're not doing anything crazy, not putting yourself in a party with 100, 200 people, 1,000 people if you get invited to a party of such during these times. Make sure that you're protecting yourself. That way you can come here, do the work. That way we can grow the business together and protect ourselves to keep this brand moving. So, and the same thing is that I just said is the same thing that this the TikTok influencer or individual could have said too as well.
Yeah.
That I'm just growing my brand.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, you don't risk the health of others just in case.
That's the thing too, man. You know what I'm saying? You could be unaffected symptomatically, but bring it to someone else that might be infected, or that might be liable to be at a greater risk. So yeah, man. I mean, like my opinion on it is weird. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm just giving y'all a heads up now.
They say it.
But look, man, look.
You was at the party.
No, I wasn't. I wish I was.
I'll say whole second.
No, I'll put a face mask on my. So but like, look, man. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's very important beyond. Okay, so, man, I don't know. I didn't expect to get
You're
like
trying
this.
to think before you talk.
No,
Yeah.
Things that we
Good
caught him
job.
earlier for his nonsense.
No,
so.
I appreciate his words because one thing about me, I do listen to people's critique. I'm not like nah.
Nah, you
So
good.
when he said that, he said it so heavy. I said, this nigga is really right.
It's good content though. Don't keep going.
But all right, man. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and go there, but I'm not gonna be aggressive about it, man. I'm open to other people's things, but okay, man. Look, the numbers are kind of funny, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. The numbers are kind of funny as far as the cases to death, and then you got the doctors that are coming out saying the stipulations that they are being told to say that implies that someone has corona. Very early, a lot of headlines read, so and so who has corona dies, but he didn't. It doesn't. A lot of the headlines didn't say dies from corona. It's very tricky. So my point is this, man. I think it's a very real disease. I think it's man-made. I'm sorry. I don't know where it came from, but I do think that for the most part, obviously before corona, everybody has a dormant bacteria in their bodies. Everybody has the bacteria. Every day they fight it. A lot of people have cancer cells that they don't even know about in their body every day, but we fight it. It's only when you have a consistent habit of bad stuff where the cancer cells over amplify and they actually are diagnosable. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this COVID joint is something that, to me, man, I ain't gonna lie, just being highlighted, but it's been dormant in so many people. The deaths that are receiving a COVID are real, but the deaths internationally on an average scale haven't increased. That means that everybody that's dying, the number of people that are dying, period, is no different than on a regular year how many people have died. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, I believe that you should take precautions. The doctors don't know what's up. One week is, if you're asymptomatic, you can spread it. 1 week is if you're not asymptomatic, it's very rare that you spread it. This is
I read this report.
World
I know
Health
exactly what you're talking
Organization
about.
saying. They don't know what the F they talking
He's
about.
right about that.
Yeah.
So I think that, man, look, you need to. It's fighting the respiratory system. You need to take your zinc. I'm sorry, you need to take your zinc. It is what it is.
And zinc's a hard thing to get off. Yeah.
You need to daily exercise. And I'm sorry, it's gonna sound plain, but stop eating dang sugar and fried foods, man. I'm sorry, especially during this time. You need to eliminate your condiments, man. You need to eliminate your condiments and all that bull crap. I ain't like go vegan and like that. I'm actually on a carnivore diet. I eat all meat.
You in that Joe Rogan
I
shit.
haven't ate fruits.
No trade.
I haven't ate a fruit in 6 to 8 months. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And actually, if I wasn't drinking as much, I would have been lost way more weight. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, I'm on a carnivore diet. That joint is fantastic. Like no fried foods, just meat all day. I eat vegetables maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe.
It's a
but
whole
anyway,
pause in this
all right,
conversation.
so
It's only
You don't
context.
eat your vegetables? You talking about eating healthy?
bro, so look, man. Anyway,
No
so-
fruit, no
You
vegetables.
are a
no,
hypocrite.
I haven't ate a fruit in 6 months.
Why is that?
What?
Because so Sean Baker had dropped he's a doctor.
He ain't wrong. And I've heard that too as well. That's why I wanted him
I
to say
can
it.
explain it. Okay, so Sean Baker, he's a doctor. He released a book called The Carnivore Diet that explained the way that this makes sense. Now the key is this: the more glucose you take in, the more you need vegetables and fruit. If you eliminate glucose, you eliminate the need for vegetables and fruit.
So it's carbs too, right? Isn't that-
Exactly.
Okay.
And
Exactly.
liquor.
So when you just do meat, you don't need
trade.
that doesn't have any glucose in it, because I'm talking about no condiment, no barbecue sauce, no A1. You know what I'm saying?
You want to read that?
They're
Support your
saying
statement.
For certain blood types, it's better for you
What blood types are we talking about?
I haven't.
need to
I
know
heard of that argument, but I came to in my research. I came to that it doesn't matter what blood type you are at. This joint has clinically been proven to cure arthritis, vitiligo, certain cancers.
I have
and this is
vitiligo.
backed up. This
What
is
about
back,
vitiligo?
Not yet.
I don't know about
Nah,
vitiligo.
I got
Uncle
vitiligo.
Russ
This
said-
right here. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's vitiligo.
Oh, honestly, I didn't know that, but I was going to ask you in private.
I thought it was a
but
birthmark.
Okay.
Oh, you could ask me on air.
Oh, okay. I
thought it was-
didn't
I'm
know that,
32.
man.
I've been asked these questions all my life.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather you ask me than just look at me.
I thought it was a
Oh, okay.
birthmark.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Oh, what?
I always thought that was a birthmark.
but anyway, I'm not. I
mean,
don't
yes.
got no stocks in
Yeah.
this, bro. If you go to meatrx.com, you can read the hundreds and hundreds of cases where people are like, look, I tried the carnivore diet. I'm a regular nigga. I tried it and it cured this and that and that. Anyway,
so you eating steak too? Are we talking
yep,
like? 'Cause
I
I've
ate steak
heard-
today. I ate steak, shrimp, and a chicken sausage today.
So by red meat or by carnivore diet, are we talking fish and chicken? Or are we
No.
talking? Can
Nah,
I have a
that's-
steak every day?
You can have a steak every single day.
I can't
Wow.
afford that.
Because the fiber is like the fiber thing is a myth too. Like
That you need fiber, or you don't need it.
you don't need it.
Wow.
My you would think that I'd be stomped up, constipated every day.
I heard you need that to doo doo. That's what I heard.
It's been the opposite. I had diarrhea the first 3 weeks that I was on a carnivore diet. Diarrhea. I was like, why? I'm only eating meat. You know what I'm saying? Now it's calmed down. I'm a regular dude that, man, look, that drink is fire. So anyway, but look, I care about other people that I'm still going to take precautions just in case. Because I'm actually live with my grandmother too. Shout
out to grandma.
But I'm so confident in me being straight. Man, look, if I'm diagnosed with carnivore virus, I mean with the
Carnivore virus is brand new 2021.
I'm so confident. I'm so straight.
This
that
man-
it came in front of me. It don't really matter.
This man ate 5 steaks in like 2 days and got the carnivore virus.
look, if I get COVID-18, say no.
18?
No, I'm messing with
Damn,
you.
we taking it back.
But I'm gonna do a blog if I'm diagnosed with COVID. I'm gonna do a blog. And I'm going to make a YouTube channel and say, look, I got it. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm eating is zinc, and we're going to see what happens. But anyway, that's my
How
opinion.
you getting your vitamins though? Like you need more. Like carnivore. I mean,
Okay,
carnivore
so-
doesn't do vitamin C, vitamin A,
Okay,
vitamin B, zinc.
So to be realistic, I take B12 supplements, and I take multivitamin supplements every day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I still get those.
You offset it.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, the carnival. I mean, dang man, the coronavirus is it's legit, and you should respect it. But look, man, the numbers are kind of crazy, man. The numbers are kind of crazy. But until we know, then I would play it safe.
I feel like this.
Can you sustain
Go
that
ahead, man. I'm
carnivore
sorry.
virus?
So you sound like you only worry about the death rate. Okay, cool. But have you seen all the symptoms of actually having it?
It's
Do
horrible.
you want to experience any of those symptoms?
Nah.
Like, they say,
People
hey,
lose their
we got
health.
we
Yeah.
got this drug that can make you feel better for one thing, but your side effects are, diarrhea, bloody noses,
Yeah.
like fecal, all kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
The
possibly
quarterback,
death.
you were
Yeah.
you were about to bring it up. The quarterback
Yeah.
for what's it called? He had a heart condition.
Oh
right?
yeah, I guess we could bring them down. That's no problem.
Yeah.
The quarterback for Georgia
Washington.
State.
Yeah,
Georgia
Yeah,
State.
that's crazy.
He had a heart related issue from COVID.
Okay.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it affects people in different ways, and
Yeah, man.
it's a novel. It's the thing is that it's a novel virus. We don't know much about it. We don't have decades of information from like the flu or the common cold. We have nothing on it. It's just something brand new. We have no idea
Yeah.
how it affects different bodies.
Yeah, you can't be over cocky with any perspective on it, man. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I found it interesting that we shut things down when we were at 60,000 deaths. But we had 80,000 deaths from the flu in 2017 and didn't shut nothing down. And that was just in the winter season. It's just weird, bro. It's like,
But I think that comes down to like the knowledge about the flu versus the knowledge about the coronavirus. We have vaccines for the flu.
that could be even more scary because despite our knowledge for the flu, we still had 80,000 deaths. You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of those deaths are kind of like in the coronavirus category. It's usually people with, if I'm not mistaken, elderly people or people with underlying health
I mean,
conditions.
what have they said for years? Like,
It's the
when's your grandma
infection
getting the flu or the pneumonia?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it could kill her.
Yeah, I could get with that.
It's all a type of coronavirus.
And coronavirus
Yeah.
is more infectious
Yeah.
than the flu is what they're saying.
Yeah, it's COVID.
Yeah.
It's COVID. It's more.
It's how it affects you. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got pneumonia a couple years ago. Hell, I'm not doing that ever again. I'm trying not to. Like I have children. They go to daycare and whatnot. You ever got a man flu? Like when the kids bring you a cold, Well, I swear that shit hit you 10
Hard.
times worse
Yeah, hard.
than it hit them. They be bounced back in like 2 days, but
Man
I'ma
flu is
hear-
real.
Yes, man flu is
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
I'm a little bitch when when I'm sick.
I've had the
So-
girlfriend that bring me them Sucrets on the bed. But I do
I
want to
just
say
want to be a
though,
little spoon and get better.
Ty, you bring up a great point though, is that the misinformation is. I think that's the most the thing that I've kind of highlighted is that you have doctors saying one thing, doctors saying another thing. You have doctors saying that it's people over this age range, and now we're hearing that kids won't get it at all. Schools are good to open up. And now we're hearing that maybe kids get it at a higher rate, and then we don't talk about the teachers that may get it. But I mean, there's a lot of information out there. I just wish that it was like more concise and clear.
But that should be the point that scares everyone.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah, I feel you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They,
You're
they're,
right.
a lot of
Yeah, I
people going
feel
on record. We don't know what we don't know. We don't know what we
Yeah.
know. We don't. Like, it's like that's
Yeah.
why we so scared because like we telling y'all what we think we know, but in 2 weeks it's gonna change.
We're lucky it's like this,
And that's the thing.
nothing worse than what we currently have.
Yeah. Because if 20-year-olds and 30-years were like falling out like randomly,
Yeah,
bro,
that'd be
I'll be like,
crazy.
oh heck no, I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Put that party in a new context.
yeah, I
My,
feel you.
my
I
mom
feel
told
you.
me that she's a registered nurse. That the more and more patients she's seen with COVID have been individuals of our age group.
For
That's
sure.
scary.
At first she saw a lot of individuals like 50, 60, 70. Now more she sees right now is like us.
Because we don't care.
Because we're going to pool parties and hopping off at Tory Lane concerts and things of that sort. It all comes full circle.
Tory
Dude.
Lane is canceled, yo.
Hey, you want to talk about villains? Hey, I got a real life villain for you. Let me go ahead and pull this thing up real quick. Check this out. You would never even expect this right here.
4 people in connection with an effort to privately fund a wall along our southern border were arrested today on federal charges. Prosecutors allege they duped donors. One of those indicted, Steve Bannon, President Trump's former chief strategist. And another is a decorated Iraqi war veteran with ties to Tucson. News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink has spent the day looking into this case.
Brian Kolfage is the founder of the We Build the Wall crowdsourcing campaign. He was arrested Thursday morning on fraud charges. Authorities say he pocketed some of the $25 million raised in less than 2 years from donors. Kolfage is a University of Arizona graduate and once worked at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. He's also a triple amputee Iraq War veteran who received the Purple Heart for his service. In February of last year, Kolfage and Steve Bannon came to Green Valley for a We Build the Wall event just months after launching the grassroots campaign.
We were good stewards to the money, and we built the wall. We followed through on every promise.
But federal prosecutors say Kolfage pocketed hundreds of thousands of dollars under the false pretense
That's crazy.
all of the money would be spent on construction. In a tweet from June 2019, he said he took no salary from the endeavor and that it's completely volunteer. Ron Pedke was at the event in Green Valley a year and a half ago. He gave Kolfage and his group $100.
Like any allegation, it's just that. I don't know all the facts in the case. Until it's proven one way or the other, and until they have their so-called day in court, I'm not going to condemn them, no.
We talked with another donor who gave $10,000. He also went to the We Build the Wall town hall in Green Valley.
Yeah,
He didn't
no,
want to go on camera, but says the presentation that night made him uncomfortable, and he pulled his money out of the campaign. Kolfage now lives in Florida. According to the indictment, prosecutors say Kolfage and Bannon used fake invoices to keep their personal financial gain quiet. We've got you covered. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.
All right, hold a second. Can I say something real quick? Can I say something?
Isn't this already funded?
Hold a second. They raised $25 million.
Yeah. That's
They raised $25 million. Can I say something real quick? He may be a triple amputee, but this motherfucker is a whole piece of shit. Hey,
Yeah.
dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine using your position? You know, all right. I'm getting to a whole different aspect here too as well. I don't want to divulge too much into the JLB, but thing is that it doesn't matter what uniform you wear. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
You're pulling people from life.
Yeah.
And the thing is that to be a hero, I mean, you at the right spot at the right time, and who knows you actually did what you did. I know how the sausage is cooked. a couple of us in the room know that too as well. I don't know. It's not always what it says on paper, which you actually always did. So not only do I question his credentials, I don't have to question his character because it's right there. The man, and things that I went to his Instagram too as well. The man Brian that was in the video, the Trump amputee. It was his whole Instagram is a complete cartoonish stereotype where you think that, not to get too political here, the right will look at the left. Like it's just a complete it's wild. I'm not promoting it, but if you can find them. I'm not here to give you ads or any of that. This wife is that's how they kind of funneled the money through too as well, as far as his 350 self withdrawal for his own financial gain. Are you familiar recently with the whole Donald Trump boat tour or the boat promotion or any of that right there? The yachts or all the boats flying Trump flags, all that.
I did see that. I did see that.
Well, he was a part of that too as well. I don't know if you know that or not. But his boat.
He got arrested on that yacht, right?
He got arrested. Well, Steve Bannon was arrested on the yacht.
Okay.
He was on the yacht. It was weird. His story is weird too as well. He's on the yacht for weeks with a exiled Chinese businessman.
That's crazy.
Like it's just like the story with that one is just wild. Let me read a little bit of article I have here from the New York Post, which is, I picked this one out too as well because the New York Post is more of a right-leaning news organization.
Okay.
So I want to get it from their point of view and read this story. The Iraq War veteran that we just saw the video of, who was charged with skimming $350,000 in donations for the U.S.-Mexico border, blew cash on his lavish lifestyle, including the boat, which I was talking about, jewelry. So yeah, that's. I mean, I get icy.
Get icy too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, got to. You're gonna be yeah. You gotta have a chain, man.
For sure.
And cosmetic surgery.
What?
Wow.
Oh,
don't go into detail.
He had to get the Tory Lanez joint.
He's a Purple Heart recipient. Accused of pocketing $20,000 a month.
That's crazy.
And $100,000 upfront payment from the viral GoFundMe fundraiser We Build the Wall, which launched in 2018 and raised $25 fucking million.
But this is my question.
I
thought that they already had the funding, like I thought that was coming out of taxpayers' dollars. So what are you funding?
Mexican taxpayer dollars?
It was.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you
So
said Mexico
what are
was
you
on
funding? What are you funding?
Well, things that this was, if I understand, this is for this is for a private land across the border.
I thought they already talked to the people that own land on the border.
This is what they said. Their words, not mine.
They already got it contracted out. So what are you giving your money towards? It's like, it's like if there was a something with the electric that was broken up here, and they're talking about, hey, it's going to be funded by the city that we're in, like White Plains is going to fix it, and I start a campaign saying, let's donate money to fix the power of White Plains. Like that doesn't make sense. It's already funded. What are you giving your money to when it's already getting taken out of tax dollars? That was my question. I don't know if I'm off on that.
A certain individual ran on the campaign that we're going to build this wall and somebody's going to pay for it, and yet you're having a private donation that we're going to build the wall and give me money for it.
That's crazy.
They said they're going to build the wall faster. That's how they got their money. They didn't say. I don't know if they said that.
It wasn't okay. Here we go. Right here. Some more amplifying information. Shout out to DC on Twitch. This came up when the House was blocking the original bill. That's true. This was funded at the time of the GoFundMe. That's right. It was 2018. This came a little bit before.
Okay.
It came a little before that.
Got you. The timeline was crazy.
Oh, okay.
But at the same time, though, imagine being so stupid that you just give your money to somebody to do something that they say they may do.
I mean, scammers get away with shit all the time.
And this is
true.
He bought from Dubai.
Yeah. My homegirl just got scammed for $600. Thought someone represented a Facebook worker that was going to help her restore her Facebook account. She was $600.
That's a good one.
Ty, what are your thoughts on this one right here?
No more on Facebook?
I do want to expand this conversation, but Ty, what are your thoughts on this very conversation as far as this triple amputee?
I'm laughing because I'm trying to figure out.
I got no love for him. I'm
gonna go another direction after your comment.
Okay. All right. I'm laughing because I'm now paranoid about him alley hooping a setup. That's why when he emphasized. But anyway, look, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. I really want to know what he spent the freaking money on.
The boat,
The boat.
Yeah.
lavish lifestyle,
The
jewelry.
crew, the jewels.
But I'm saying, like,
You see his house. Oh, you see
Where
his
is he?
Instagram. His house, beautiful.
Where's it at?
I'm not trying to be funny, bro, but
Florida
does he
Hills.
have all the handicap stuff
Florida
to help him on the boat and everything like that? Was that like the
I mean,
is
it's
that-
probably handicap accessible.
Yeah, you can handicap access to a boat.
Oh,
That mean it
okay,
costs
okay.
more
'Cause
money.
I'm like, dang,
The boat's big as hell.
I mean, as a triple amputee, bro, like you gotta have some type of sick heart to be in that position, and you still.
He got a Purple Heart,
That's crazy.
I mean,
a Joker Heart.
man, look, like it's messed up. I don't know much about the original build for the wall to be built, but man, that's kind of wild to me, man. I'm kind of like, one of my biggest fears is losing a limb. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, it's
Of
tough.
course, yeah.
But
That's why. Yeah.
if I lost a limb, it would be hard for me not to like spend a big amount of my life after that helping other people out, make their life easier, man. So I don't know where this guy's head is, man. But what you looking like with ice with no legs?
All right.
Like is that still like you making up? Like if you had like fire metal diamonds on your leg, you had like the prosthetic legs, that'd be kind of fire. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But other than that, like. All right,
This
man.
man can't get through an airport at all.
Yo, yeah, I know, right?
Jesus
Dang,
Christ.
if you want to spend some money, get the T3 X-ray joint in your eye. Get something real fire, dog.
Hey, maybe what he did in the military was
Fine,
like,
man.
you know, maybe what he did in the military was like, you know, A1, and like this is something that he's kind of had to like take post that situation. I don't know. And again, I'm not against, you know, hearing how this all shook down, but it doesn't look good. Perception's everything, right? So, man, that's
Yeah, I'm just like, wow.
that yacht was.
So, like, shout out for him getting the Purple Heart. Cool.
For sure.
Yeah,
But that was
for
the
sure.
past we talking about right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I don't feel bad for anyone involved in this.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, hell no.
Because and I'm not talking about stupidity. Honestly, I'm not talking about stupidity. First off, like the people who fleeced everybody got arrested and died. And all this. I'm cool with that. But what kind of people you think you want to hang with a bunch of people that would give that much money to build a border wall?
Yeah.
Privately.
25 million.
Those some same dudes you probably want to punch in the face in the bar if they saying something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
That's why
that-
Candace Owens is so rich right now.
So-
Yeah. That's a good point too.
And I don't
That
wanna,
is true.
I don't want to be so toxic and say everybody got what they deserve in this, but hey, man,
Yeah,
say
I
man, I don't care. Like,
They just got caught now, so they have 2 years of
Yeah.
picking up this money.
2
pretty
years,
much.
25 mil. That's impressive.
yeah, that is.
They were cleaning the money through tried through old girl, his wife's social media
It's a
So,
dummy
but
tax.
like-
I wonder when they
and,
collected their
and
last
fake
payment.
invoices.
But I'm thinking about all the people who gave all this money to build a border wall. Like there's so much. I mean, I know I'm broke, but there's so much stuff that I would rather invest my money into
Totally see what you're saying.
than
Yeah.
a geographical baby gate. Like
When
I
you got
don't
it like that. Shit.
Hey, if they got it like that and they gave the money toward, they should be fine then.
It's invested in your convictions right there.
Yeah.
Federal prosecutors in Manhattan said that the triple amputee, age 38, also spent the ill-gotten gains on a luxury SUV, a golf cart, personal tax payments, and he spent it paying off his credit card debt.
Dude,
Hey,
why are we
he's killing
talking
the
about
game.
him being a triple amputee? This is equality right now. You fleeced a bunch of people. You don't
Yeah.
care how many
Yeah.
arms and legs you got.
Right.
I put it out there because that you have charities that they come to peddling like this. That
Yeah.
it's me, I'm hurting.
Yeah.
Give me that right there. But at the end of the day, this
Messed
also
up.
want to bring up the second point is that when you actually give the charity, do you really know what your dollar is going to?
They're supposed to a percentage of every dollar, how much of that dollar goes to XYZ. Apparently the ones we give the most to ain't cutting it right.
You
Man.
go to CVS or Walgreens or anything
Good
like
point.
that. Hey, round your dollar up for the Children's Fund.
I'm good. I'm sorry.
Where do you know that? Where do you know that money's going to? Is it going 81 cents to the Children's? But what is the Children's Fund?
I got
Or is it going to someone's
fund
pocket?
already. My children's fund is called child support.
There it is, right there.
I gave it to
Yeah.
the children's fund. I can't write that off my taxes.
And we don't even know where our taxes are going.
Ooh, Kurt.
I need a personal hand and community benefits. I have no problem doing that, but I can't like Walgreens thing. I think about that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because it does kind of hit my conscience a little bit, man. But
I
I
got
just
another
don't
one for you too here.
I don't
as
trust
well.
it. Yeah, no, yeah. Go ahead. I just don't trust it, man.
Newbie, you want to read that real quick for me?
Where you want me to start at? We start off at the Purple Heart is a fraud among the most egregious cases in recent years. Indeed, I'm sorry. Let me slide over. Involved the former Idaho National Guard Lieutenant Darrell Wright, who admitted in 2016 to scamming state and federal governments out of more than $700,000 in benefits. Not to mention a Purple Heart. Oof! By lying about injuries he claimed to have suffered while serving in Iraq.
It's a whole
wild.
bag right there.
That's wild. That's a lot.
You in Iraq, military service, injured. You get a book deal, maybe a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder.
Man, look. Yeah, that's true too.
So this is a question I really want to ask everyone here. I'm bringing back home completely. How do you feel about donating to Black Lives Matter? Hold that conversation. Talk about it amongst yourselves. I gotta take a piss real quick.
Okay.
You better than me.
You want us to hold it or talk about it amongst ourselves?
Talk about it amongst yourselves.
I got this.
Hey, go ahead.
So, and it's cold as shit in here.
I think that's what's.
So, what was it? I would 1,000% want to, but I don't give my money to something I don't see the whole process of. I'm
Same.
sorry. It's just what it is. What
Same.
it is.
I'm in the same boat.
Like
Actually, I'm wrong. I donated. I'm sorry. I donated. I ain't gonna put it.
I mean, if you make it real specific, physically, we're doing this. We need this, such and such. Nah, like me. I bring a cooler of water downtown for the protest and start handing
That's
them
what
out
a lot
to
of
my
my
people and
friends
stuff like that.
did.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like for free or whatnot. That's I can only, and that's outside. That's anything I want to donate to. I need to know how my money's working because I don't have that much to give to.
I actually saw something on Facebook. It was late. I was watching a lot of videos, and I'm kind of an impulsive person. I thought about that. That was my first thought. How much of this is going to a certain cause, going to a certain thing? If I got, I got. But in my conscience, I went ahead and I definitely donated a good amount. But that's not. I mean, to me, that was a. I've been struggling to kind of find where do I make my real impact. If I give $200, $300, $500,000, what can I do more to really make a difference in my community besides something monetary? $300 can be spent any type of way. $200, $500 doesn't matter. What can I make an impact to make lasting kind of difference? And that's where I've been kind of struggling with is trying to find where can I put that time. That time's worth more to me than the money. But I definitely got. I'm not gonna say I got, but I definitely gave money with good faith thinking.
I mean, yeah, and people do give money in good faith, and that's okay.
Yeah,
but I personally, I have a budget. I have things I want to do. Goals of my own. I want to know what's going on with the money I give you because
for sure.
at the end of the day, financially, as far as the financial moves Black Lives Matter have made, what are they?
The financial moves, if I can quote some, it could be going off the top. You could be investing in local businesses that have been destroyed by maybe people protesting their means. It could be investing in after-school programs in underprivileged locations or in privileged locations that don't have the resources to do things like play soccer after school or stay late. Daycare services. Some things off top it could go to. I'm not saying
it could, but what have we seen? Like
you're not gonna see it because I think on
when you're an organization. I know some people like to give quietly, but you've established that you are an organization, and you're trying. And if you're raising money out of that name, and you're getting that much money, you need to, list your charitable. You're a charitable organization. You need to list everything. Now, let's say there's somebody who makes most of their money from something else.
Yeah,
they ain't got to talk about where they get their money to. They don't.
But is Black Lives Matter at this point any different than any other organization? I'll just use the term Republican or Democrat. They get a lot of money per year. Who's to say, Republican or Democratic issues are going to where I'm sure like the NFL. The NFL does a lot of good stuff for the community as an organization, but to see where your money actually goes for Black Lives Matter, I understand that it's one big entity as far as a business goes, but there's so many branches off the same tree. Who's to say that this branch that you gave your money to is doing what it's supposed to?
Yeah,
but the
they're
whole
not. And there's so many, and then sometimes people don't do the fact checking, the research. Because
Yeah.
even in, like how you mentioned, the NFL does a lot of good things.
Mhm.
When you see your team doing your salute the service or your breast cancer awareness, these teams are getting checks to do that.
For sure.
So are they doing it because they want to do it, or they're doing it because they got that check?
And that's where, yeah, you're right. And again,
I mean, I'm just supporting
because of that check.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just,
That
I'm,
check,
I'm just
that
trying
money
to,
moves.
I'm
Yeah, for
trying
sure.
to speak
Yeah.
for myself to where that's why I can't get money unless I know what you're doing with it.
yeah. So
Yeah.
if
You want to go to the store and buy Newports? I got you. Just tell me.
Yeah.
Don't be like, hey man.
Yeah.
I
so
need
where
it."
do you look
Yeah.
at? Where would you go for that information if it existed? You know, would you go to the Black Lives Matter website? Would you go to the Twitter or Facebook to see a video? Where would you go to find out the accurate information? Now, that's my question.
My
because-
organization, if I were to have a power organization like that, I would put it in publications and then let people, and people are going to do the research to discredit me, because Black Lives Matter is like probably there's always somebody out there waiting for the organization to mess up so they can just, So
I think a lot of people support it without tying the name to it, per se, like with a hashtag. Or saying I'm going out and supporting this, but who's to say you're working for the actual organization?
Exactly. But those organizations are established, and what was it? That's something else. But no, but like they say, these organizations should be established. They should. If I'm running an organization to where I am literally depending on your donations,
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you know what and how I gave back.
for sure, for sure.
It's the right thing to do.
Let's go to the comments. See what we got.
Yeah.
DC on Twitch. Just like the NFL gets a check gets a check, I guess, from the big USA shows to start the games, because
Go
of
ahead,
course the
DC.
DOD
Yep.
pays the NFL to
Yeah.
do that whole
Which is
show and
wild.
dance at the beginning.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's that. Daniel on Facebook. As a veteran and someone who works in animal rescue, I hate when people ask me to donate to the organization. I'm the people you should be donating money to. Every time I go to PetSmart to buy food for my kiddos, they always ask me. Sorry, a comment popped up. They always ask me to donate. No, dude, I'm spending my own money to feed these false animals. You pay me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
DC on Twitch. I'll look it up again, but I believe the money trail has been followed, and the majority of BLM donations go to the DNC. I will find evidence.
That
I've heard
doesn't
it.
sound wrong.
I heard it to be true, and
Yeah.
this is what I always say to everybody out there. Anyone listening, you have two forms of BLM. You have the actual organization,
That's what. Yeah.
and then you have the movement in the streets.
Exactly.
Those are two separate things.
Yep.
So if you want to attack Black Lives Matter organization, that has really nothing to do with the four of us in this room. That has nothing to do with us per
Yeah.
se. We didn't fund it. We didn't found the organization. We don't have his ideas. We're just going for the war cry. Black Lives Matter. Black man knee on the neck. Black man shot because he's black. You know, it's any of this cops look at each other as like, I lost a brother, and they didn't know him. That he was a man in uniform. And he got killed in action. The same I look at George Floyd getting a knee on his neck,
Yeah.
or Tamir Rice getting shot in the park, 12 years old, or Tavon Martin coming back and whooping somebody's ass. I saw that, Manny. Whooping somebody's ass. It was on camera. We got that. Whooping someone's ass and then getting shot for what? And getting killed for what?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So
Yeah.
the same way that cops look at like that right there, the black community, we call it a community for what? There's only so many of us here in this country.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of us.
Yeah.
13%. There ain't a whole lot of us.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you divide it between black men, black women too as well. Not to divide us, but there's even less than that. It's not. It's not a whole lot of us. It's just not. It's just not. That's what we
Yeah.
call the black community. So, yeah, it's
might've
tough.
got- yeah.
It's but the thing is that the movement in the streets, Portland, all that right there, that is the Black Lives Matter
And that's where I might
street
have
movement.
got.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's where I might have got is because I emotionally charged at the moment. I
DC,
might
two
have
different things. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. I might have given the money to thinking it's going to the movement, and it's going to the organization. So that's something in hindsight I've kind of thought about. And again, the percentages. There's an owner of the organization. So am I feeding pockets in that sense? You're definitely on the right track.
Yeah.
I don't want to
No, yeah, please. No, because no, go ahead. Because I just wanted to say something before we. I don't want to move on without me saying this.
I just want to clean something up real quick.
Yeah,
You got
please.
it from there. If I find out that BLM officially money's funneled to the DNC, I will come to this podcast and I'll say that shit straight up. I'll expose it straight up. And if you have anybody's any information listening about it, I don't care what side of the spectrum you're on politically. If information about that, bring it to me and I'll expose that. But keep in mind that the organization versus the actual movement in the streets are two totally different things.
For sure.
Yeah.
Those are two totally different things.
I have a lot of friends that ask a lot of questions about that. Like they'll post the organization sayings, quotes, people that are tied to it, and try to denounce the actual movement. And that's where it's kind of frustrating to kind of sever the tie between the business and the actual people that are, actually, going out there and every day out of their own time and, situation coming out there and supporting something that makes a hell of a lot of sense. I don't get why you couldn't support the movement.
It's a human rights issue.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Go ahead, Ty.
I mean, honestly, I don't know how unrealistic this is, but I think it's justifiable to ask for the organization of Black Lives Matter to have categorized budgets that people can choose to donate to. I really don't see like if you're no different than the government if you're just accepting money and you just don't tell where it's going. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say they're no different than the government, I don't mean to talk. I'm just saying like people
you're on the right track. Yeah.
People would rather know where the taxpaying money is going to. So I don't know if Black Lives Matter's movement is saying like, okay, we're going to raise $100,000, then we're going to give it to this school here or this program here, and then with this 100,000, and then they show the GoFundMe scale for each one. Man, I think that'll prompt me to donate more. So like because of me not seeing that, I personally just support Black-owned businesses like Logan.
That's the best way to donate.
Jay-Z
right there.
Pharrell.
I know, I'm talking about that's true, but I'm talking about even the personal people that I know that have it. My friends.
Hey, I'm one of them right here.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Check me out.
And I'm happy to give my money to them, especially the ones that I know their character and everything like that. You know what I'm saying, to support. But yeah, until like I think the Black Lives Matter should have more clear cut. We got $100,000 over here, $100,000 over there. And that way we can say, oh, that's going up. So that school should be getting this soon. You know, that's exciting, bro. Like, so that's where I'm at, man.
That's what I feel that money should be. Like, I donate $100. The $100 went to, like, buying school supplies for this one child.
Yeah.
But I want to be able to see my money go into an organization and funnel it out like it went here.
Yeah.
Like, it should be... Maybe on something, an app called Transparency.
I actually donated
that
to
we can see your money going somewhere, and we see what actually bought.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I donated to a kid in India.
Somebody help me, DC.
Oh, my fault.
Daniel, hook me up. Go ahead.
I'm gonna swap out. No, but I saw a kid that was donating to in India. I'm not sure 100 like out of $1, all 100, all like $1 went there, but he would send me videos of what he was using my money for. Like I would see his supplies, I would see his books, I would see different things. So you're right, that would definitely be kind of helpful. I'll be right back though.
Yeah, do your thing.
Go and take a piss. I'm not gonna start this next segment until everybody's here because this needs all four of us in this room.
Okay.
So right now we're gonna do a little open mic thing.
How about a climate adjustment?
A climate adjustment. Is it cold in here?
To me.
I'm actually take a piss really quick too.
Go ahead, piss. Right. It'll be me and Manny here in a second. Hey, everybody, give me a second as I turn this off.
I promise I won't be too long.
Yeah, sorry guys.
No. The thing is that it's funny because you say that because I've sat over there on that couch too as well, and then
all of it.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, you don't know I have it's to this direction of me, this direction right here. There's a AC unit over top of me, and it blows air to the couch that Manny is sitting on. There's a little studio information, and it is absolutely freezing for everybody over there. Like it's like I just saying you sit on that couch right there. How cold it is.
Yeah, I left my leash in the car, so I had to go get it because I'm actually working still. And I was like, "Where's my hoodie? Oh, I don't have it. Like, I don't know where it is. So tough it out."
It is what it is. DC on Twitch. Let me read his comment. So one from I'm reading is that when you donate to BLM, it utilizes Act Blue. Okay. DC, give me a link to it as well because I want to do some information on this. And I find this and I start connecting the dots right now. You are the BNY investigator on this. Connect the dots for me, and then together I'll tag you in it, and we can go to the Facebook page about it. Thank you very much. Keep in mind that when your comments come into here, it's about maybe about a 7 to 10 second delay. So if I don't see it on time, I apologize. Act Blue is a nonprofit technology organization established in June 2004 that enables left-leaning nonprofits. He said he knows it. He streams himself. Yeah. Thank you very much. That enables left-leaning nonprofits, Democrats, and progressive groups to raise money on the internet by providing them with online fundraising software. Its stated mission is to empower small dollar donors. But small dollar donors going to the DNC. Now, I've heard this before too as well. I have yet to do information from it. And I'll be completely honest with you. Thing is that I have a few posts on the BNY page that I like to that are somewhat political, and that I wouldn't mind posting out there. But things that with what we do with BNY is that we're very not so much we're not anti-political, is that certain things we kind of stay away from just due to brand identity and also with us.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's only a certain way we can actually go. But hey, Todd, take one too, please, if you can. But with that said, though, with the president's debates going up, if they're shared on Facebook Live, I will share it to the page too as well. I would definitely ask for respectful, intellectual ideas, concepts being passed. I don't want any nonsense you see anywhere else on the internet. Thank you very much. I just want to have a legitimate conversation with people that have a different opinion from us or me, and see exactly what they say. Because the thing is that a lot of people in the BNY page, they have a lot of people I invited like a whole rainbow of people.
Yeah.
But the thing is that they're still smart individuals, and they can still argue their point, and they can have a conversation to hold it regardless. So, and there's a couple more I want to invite back into the group too as well as time's going on. Now, is everybody here?
Get old DC in here.
Everybody here. Can I get a bottle crack right there? Because this next subject is going to need it. I want everybody here for this one before I play this video at all. I want to make sure we're good to go. Y'all fresh. Y'all urine's out your body. There it is. Okay. All right. We're on the same screen. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for I only chat with people who get a jump shot. Well, guess what? This next jump shot comes from.
Hey, that's a low key shot right there, DJ Kurt.
Yeah, it is.
My fault, DC. I can't. That's disrespectful.
Hey,
Texas.
Hey, don't worry. Hey,
I know you're gonna bring up Texas. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Hey, don't worry, because this next jump shot comes from my man Mike Newby.
I can't stand.
My man Mike Newby and No Jumper.
Ooh.
All defense.
So recently, on the No Jumper podcast, he had Selena Powell on and a friend, and Selena Powell and a friend was talking on a recent NBA team that the friend had an interaction with. If you don't mind, could I please go to the video and just let the video speak for itself? Because this shit is wild. Bear with us.
Did you see this man?
I gotta tell him about the NBA team.
I'm gonna rewind that back. I need to put a disclaimer real quick. This is not the higher. This is not the highest. This is not the highest grade of weed that you ever had in your life when it comes to this video.
Okay.
All right. So just keep that in mind. I want this here for educational reasons and posterity. So we'll go from there.
I gotta tell him about the NBA team.
What do you want me to say, bitch?
Go all out.
But okay, on my birthday is Memorial Day weekend. On my birthday, I seen them all at Dre's, like this one team.
Okay.
She's so shy. It's so cute,
I know,
baby.
like, shit. And I don't know, I was getting fucked in a hotel room. They all pulled up, and I sucked their
Put
dick.
the mic down.
The whole team.
7
basketball players in a row?
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
I was fucked up. I didn't fuck any of them, though.
What happened to the nuts?
Swallowed.
All of them?
Yeah.
And nothing happened? You didn't have like a weird reaction in your stomach or anything?
No, I passed
That
out.
sounds so fun.
That's
You're almost making it sound like you were too fucked up to be sucking 7 dicks. And also, you were getting fucked by somebody else right before this?
Yeah, they walked in mid me getting fucked.
How did they
from the
walk
back.
in? Where were you?
In the hotel room. So I was fucking like someone that works with the team, and I know that team because I've hooked up with them before.
The whole
But they all
team?
pulled up. No, not the whole team. Like
Okay.
a few of them. They all just pulled up. They knew I was in there, and they were like, "Let's get lit," and they were just sitting around the bed, and they just rotated.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Yo, they all love you.
So you don't look
Told
back? Do you look back at this as a positive memory?
Yeah, I don't care. It was
That's
lit.
crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. That shit was lit. Look, I'm not gonna say anything just yet. I want to pass this off to Manny first.
Go ahead, man.
I want your thoughts. My IQ already went down by 50 points. Look, man, I've been looking for this video. Hey, shout out to No Jumper. Oh, by the way, Adam 22 right there is questioning. It was very
It was great.
It was impeccable.
It was impeccable.
He knows what he's doing.
And the thing is that it's the same question he would ask. It's the same things that I would ask as an interviewer.
For sure.
Like everything, like the timing, all that.
Yeah.
Like nothing he does is too special. Like I can do that too as well. Push BNY forward. Trust me, I can do it better.
I'm gonna get more views. We'll have her as a guest guest.
Oh, easily. Don't worry about that, Manny. Please, but you being a man out here.
Some say.
As some say, would you mind explaining what you just saw to us?
You want me to? Yeah, you more specific than that, big dog.
You explain to me what you just saw in your own words.
It's actually it's what you see every day. You see it in the NBA and stuff like that. The girls that be at the hotels, the girls that follow the team, do all this stuff, and
Groupies.
It happens. Groupies happen, but I can't even say I'm not in disbelief, but I am. NBA players, that's who I'm mad at. 7 of y'all gonna sit there in a row. Shit, 2 of y'all gonna sit there in a row.
A conga line.
To this girl that got caterpillars for eyelashes, like
Might be a triple double. She might be Magic Johnson.
Like, and then
Well, somebody not gonna be Magic Johnson. They're gonna
when
have
was
what
it?
Magic Johnson had.
When was this video?
This is recent.
It is recent,
Like,
man.
This is bubble video.
You have the
No,
gall.
this is before the bubble.
Y'all NBA players have the gall to show up to this hotel room, and
I just don't think that's bizarre though, because
it's not bizarre. But it's like
It's not even NBA players
God,
that.
dude.
I think that. Look, I think. It's,
I know. I'm saying there's some dudes out there that's with that.
be number 7.
And that's what we want to
proud
get
of it,
to
too.
right here.
Yeah, but
It's
these
that.
are NBA players.
They can get anything they want, and they wait in 7th in line.
Yeah, you ain't 7 in line.
That's crazy.
And even then, number 1 in line was number 2 from the
Yeah.
other act.
Oh, that's even. Yeah, you right.
You can't.
And the thing is that there's names on. I would not put this on this podcast. I've seen the names, or seen a name that went first. I'm not going to throw. It's a Phoenix Suns roster.
Yes.
I'm not going to.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not.
The basketball team don't have that many.
On this podcast, I would not do that.
I'm just curious. What
We are not
position was
TMZ.
it?
We are BNY.
What position?
We have
was
respect.
It? What position was it? I'm just curious. 'Cause I think
7 people. One of them had.
It
It was a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 in there. You got like 7 threes.
I just hope it wasn't. Yeah, never mind.
After the podcast, we will talk about it in
That's
depth. I will tell you the names. If you want to find the research, type in Google.
Someone said
Selena
it.
Powell, IG model,
Not
Phoenix
Devin.
Suns.
Go
find it out.
Not being wise words.
And I'll tell you right now, if the comments want to expose that, that is what the comments do.
That's not being
Devin.
wise words.
The comments words not being wise words.
I might be fucking up, but not Devin.
It was the way. To me,
Think about the delivery.
And who gets so fucked
Not
up to
Kelly.
where they suck 7 dicks?
but yeah, she even admitted she wasn't really.
She was lit.
She wasn't literally.
Bro, I ain't
she
never
didn't-
got
but
that
she
fucked
didn't
up
even-
and said, let me eat 7 pussies.
That's the
It's
thing. She
not
didn't even
how it
acknowledge she
works.
was like drunk. She was like, nah.
If it presented itself, would you pass on it? It's a wild question.
If some girl said, hey, I'm going to suck
7
you and your
girls-
friends, hell yeah, I'm going to pass on it. I
If the
wanna
missus
be
came up
there.
to you,
Oh, that's
And who?
different. that's
Go ahead.
crazy.
tag on.
Look, man. I ain't even mad at the niggas. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not even mad at them. I mean, they wanted to get a nut off. They saw her. I'm not even mad at the girls, but I'm kind of concerned. I really just can't. I just wonder how their relationship with their fathers are. I'm sorry. First of all, they look like bootleg Kardashians. It's fake everything up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like I do think the guys could get better, but it might have been an easy route where if you got to get better, you probably have to. They probably look. She smashed the worker first. It's probably one of them things. It was like, look, if you a worker, get the f out my way. We gonna smack. We the basketball player.
How do you gonna fuck the equipment manager?
But I don't. I'm saying like, where is
much.
she? Where?
Hey,
quality
do we?
control.
Where are we now? Like, is that now what it is? Like the girls come out and say it now? Because I'm trying to think what benefit is that going to do for her? Isn't it best for her to be low key with it?
This
And
is
she
a progressive podcast.
She didn't say no
so just
names.
want to throw that out there.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
didn't say no names.
Oh, we are.
So I just found that weird that she would put herself out there because I don't think that she's going to be able to do that anymore because they know that she put it out there.
I
So-
bet she will because at least from the video I just seen, she didn't say any names.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
she's
NBA.
gonna get called back by some of these desperate ass niggas to do it again.
But once someone sees her in a hotel room with another NBA team, I'm gonna be thinking, oh, that she about to suck somebody's dick.
Hey, at this point,
I mean,
if 7 people
wouldn't
from the same
recognize her.
team does that, I say that's a low key culture of the NBA.
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah, for sure. But I
So
don't know
they
why
gonna
she
be
would-
with it.
Hey, hold
Nah,
on.
yeah,
Kendall
yeah,
Jenner,
yeah.
ain't she been with Ben Sim? I ain't gonna air anybody out, but
No, this is public
Kendall-
knowledge. It's public knowledge.
Yeah, ain't she out here like that?
Ben
With seven
Simmons,
same
Blake
dudes?
Griffin.
Really?
Yeah.
She's been, I thought
Kyle
Ben
Devin
Simmons.
Booker.
Kyle Kuzma.
Hold on, she been with all them niggas? I thought
Yeah.
Ben Simmons had Tanashi for a minute though.
That
Probably
too.
so,
That she
that
got
too.
stole by another NBA dude. I thought.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think
But that's
it's an
still
NBA
different
thing.
though than in a one, probably
Kalani
35
kept-
minutes.
Kyrie Irving.
7, and then she admitted later on in the video, she admitted she swallowed every one. In another video.
Could you imagine being the fourth man
Would it make a
walking up,
difference?
knowing that?
Why are we talking 4? Why are we not talking about 2?
I'm just saying though,
can't-
like
Does it make a difference though?
the fourth man walking up there. Like I think it's that.
Yeah.
As a, I put
ain't
like
my
this.
style,
Let me put my drink down.
Yeah.
Where's my camera? Give me my own camera real quick. I couldn't imagine. I walk in and like
Mind
this the thing is that like all, us here right here, that's 4, 3 others. I ain't gonna name names, just 3 others.
Yeah.
We walk in the room and some chick on the bed, you know, having sex with consensual sex.
I'm not
with another
walking
dude.
in the room.
Yeah.
But we're painting situation. We're painting situation.
I'm good.
Well, look, all right, this is real
Sorry,
personal. I can't.
sorry.
Okay.
Let me finish this. Let me paint this picture.
Yeah.
We walk in the room. We see her on the bed with another dude. He's done with her. And she's like, I suck everybody's dick here. The chick says that. And everyone's like, all right, bet. All right, I'll go first. You go second, you go third, and go from there.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, hold a second. After one dude lets his load out, you wouldn't go you really go behind that and do the same thing? Like, this is a wild story right
This
here.
is something you learn.
But they went 8-0 in the bubble. So maybe
That's what was given. Hey,
They were in the bubble?
Like coronavirus.
yeah,
they went 8-0 in the bubble.
it was going off out there. But
Oh.
Now, this is all consensual too as well, so don't
Yeah.
I
cancel us
think-
for this one.
But I think this is more of a NBA players getting the fame too quickly and living the life and all that stuff. But at the same time, I don't.
Yeah.
We don't
I
know who it
I don't-
was.
They
I
do have a
still-
young team, though.
I still think it's fucking stupid because I have a story.
Oh, I do too as well. All day.
At the young age of oh, my mom's probably watching.
Do you want?
Yeah.
Don't
17.
don't.
No, I went to a friend's house. No, I went to a friend. I'm gonna go see a friend at someone else's house. He had this girl in there, and they did things.
Mhm.
Then after that, he came out. He was like, "Any of y'all want next?"
That's crazy.
Me and the other homie who was there was like,
Y'all playing 2K?
"No."
Oh, so y'all kind of different. I grew up with friends. I never participated in a train before. But
I mean, me neither.
Oh no.
But I grew up with
I
friends
know
that
friends
regularly did trains.
Yeah.
So to me that isn't abnormal for the culture in my opinion. But me personally, I never could get up behind somebody. You know what I'm saying?
That's the
You're
thing
right.
too as well. It's like the thing is that the whole train aspect you mentioned, like that was.
That was
it's
a
a
thing.
thing. It is a thing.
Yeah.
It is.
Like let's be
Yeah.
honest. Like, but yeah, I couldn't just know that man did his thing.
Yeah,
and
I
then-
couldn't do that. Yeah,
then I'm right by. Like that is.
I didn't even know she was back there. We just thought he in the room chilling. He came. I got a girl in back. Trying to. Like, no, I'm not. Then a girl come out just with the same energies. Oh, girl, like. So none of y'all ain't trying to. Like,
No,
nah,
ma'am.
Miss Lady, we need to leave. Hey, bro, you ready to go?
Finish this 2K game. and
Yeah,
roll
I
out.
don't want to
exactly.
be here.
And to add context, I wanted Manny to see this, but to add context, Manny, in that same clip within the next 7 minutes, she mentioned her sleeping and she gave a name Trey Songz. And she said that he peed on her after they had sex.
Not R. Kelly.
So I'm
Trey
like, my
Songz
thing is,
let me down.
They did talk about.
past-
They did talk about Trey in that clip too as well.
so I'm like, so
They
that's
did.
what I'm saying. Like her
I ain't see
image,
the whole
what is
clip.
she? Do she think she's gonna be the first nigga that they call now because of this? Like,
Oh,
to
she
me,
ain't first.
I mean, but I'm saying though, like
But
she's
they don't-
ruining
they
the
don't-
bag for
they-
real.
They don't.
Whose bag?
Her bag. Because I'm sure the blowjobs has led to her buying the lips, I'm sure that she's getting something out of it. Other
Well,
than
hold a
just-
second now. Did Trey Songz pee on her with intention?
Yeah, he peed on purposely as like as a fetish type thing.
He's
Like
had a
they
tough couple
smash.
weeks.
She said
Did she accept that, or is
Yeah.
it, or she was against it?
No. She said at first she was like, "What are you doing?" She said, "Just go in the bathtub." And she said, "But my eyelashes." And he said, "Oh, you'll be all right." And she was like, "All right." And he pissed on her.
First of all,
they was calling him Trey Kelly.
First of all, that is Trey Kelly.
That's crazy.
Let me go at my
I've heard stories. I've heard stories like this. This is all alleged. I'm not saying accusing nobody anything. This is BNY, not TMZ.
Yeah.
I've heard stories, public knowledge. You could type it in Google of the same thing you're talking about. I can neither confirm or deny, but if she said that she was consensual with it, or both parties said they're consensual, I don't give a damn what they do.
That's fair.
Personally,
Yeah, definitely
like
fair.
if you do that consensually, what you do is what you do.
Yeah.
Now, when one person says that I didn't accept that, then we have a problem for that.
Yeah.
But we both say consensual. That is what it is. That's why I shared this clip. She said it was consensual. She was fine. She said it was lit. It was good. So I shared the clip here. Trust me, I watched it several times over. I passed over my lawyers. They looked at it. It's like, all right, Rick, you're good to go. I was like, you sure? It's like, yeah, it's fine for BNY. I'm like, okay, we're not gonna get sued. We're not gonna get sued. All right, bet.
Just for the ladies out there, I just want to throw this out there. If the situation flips, and it's I don't know, what's the team out here? The Mystics. I couldn't tell you. And it's a dude out here.
Mystics.
There we go. I'm out here repping DC. But if it's a dude out here messing with a girl that's on the equipment team, and then it's 7 girls, does the situation change for women out there? That's what I want to know.
Like he's got dick for all 7 of them. Are you talking about?
Women don't move like that to where they all sit on a dick at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They might be like, okay, I see you, bro. I might.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I just wonder, if
that's my personal opinion.
If
a woman would know better than me.
So let's say her body count's like 100.
Women are smarter.
Does it make a difference if a man's body count's 100?
I don't ask. You shouldn't ask for body counts.
I'm not saying you ask, but let's just say you just find yourself in a situation and you find out, oh wow, that's crazy. Like I just saw you in some wild video.
I put it like this: the libertarian in me, it's like as long as it's consensual.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just enjoy your life.
I'm in the same.
Whatever you do is what you do. I have no problem at all.
I feel you.
I have no problem.
I might judge you a little bit if 5 years later in a relationship, you find yourself and this video surfaces, and I'm like, oh wow, so.
Now, it's one thing you say that
Devin Booker. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's one thing you saying I'm a Christian. I'm real religious. And I find you like mad videos on Pornhub. I'm like, well, damn, you ain't practicing what you preach, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that right there, I'll be like, all right, you're kind of a hypocrite, but I mean, how you live your life is how you live your life. I got it.
There's no fame in sharing a woman or a man with someone who's famous, even in a timeline.
So she dated Kyle Kuzma, and you were the third dude after, and she's had a couple like.
Could you see yourself doing that?
Me personally, absolutely not.
How about you, Ty?
Come up for the Mystics team?
No, for the Suns. If you were part of the Suns roster, would you have walked out, or would
for
you
the
stay?
Mystics teams, I would have definitely. But I would have walked out. I would have walked out.
Nah, he's good.
I'll sit down and say, next.
Pops.
This man working at the Krusty Krab.
Oh no!
But I would be on some Manny swag. I would be like, "No, I'm good, bro. I'll get another joint."
I appreciate my third leg. I don't want it to fall off. So,
yeah, for sure.
Then you find out when the teammates ain't traveling on the bus. You gotta make some tough decisions.
Right. Especially,
You stupid for that one right there. This is getting quick hits. I want to play a video real quick. Messiah Ujiri, Raptors GM.
Okay.
Last finals, he got to okay. Yeah, there it is right there. Explain a little more. Now, yes, you got it. All right. The Raptors GM, last finals against the Warriors, he wanted to walk on the court, and it was an entanglement between him and the officer.
Was August at that game or no?
Hate that word.
I remember that.
What game was this? Game 7?
It was the final.
It was a final game. Of course, the Raptors won 4-1. Let's take a look at the clip and see what happened from there.
Whoa. Ooh. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
So what you saw right there was the body cam.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Everybody go with that?
Yeah.
Everybody go with that?
Yeah.
All right. So let's take a look at what it looks like from this angle. So you see in the circle right there, the one on the right, that's Masai. The one on the left, that's a cop.
Yeah.
So we're good to go?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He ain't no job no more.
No sound here. Just take a look.
How do you not know who that
He tried to pull out his press pass. Cop got in his face.
He didn't give it
Got
the
pulled back.
chance. Yeah.
Pushed him back again. Masai pushed him. There it is. Then everybody got involved. A whole bunch of people got involved from there. There it is right there.
Fired.
Walking back. Now watch Kyle Lowry come here from the side and pull Masai Ujiri over there. There it is.
That's crazy.
Wow, right?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
What's your thoughts on that clip?
Hopefully, he got fired on the spot.
Yeah, he ain't done no more.
All right. Well,
The thing is that this video took almost a year. No, pretty much. What month is this right now? August?
Yeah.
It took 14 months for this video to pop out.
No. I seen this immediately. No. I seen this no less than a month after that happened.
You saw this video?
Yeah, I seen this over a year. Yeah, I seen this over a year ago.
Because I didn't see this at all.
This was a big story. It
was a big story, but I didn't see this video. But please talk.
Oh, no. I saw the video of him getting pushed, and I want to say I saw the second view too. Wow. I think I saw the second view before the first one.
Is it DC? Did you see this video? Because I didn't see this video at all.
Yeah, no, man. I'm telling you, man. Because honestly, until you said the Raptors owner just now, I didn't even remember who he was. But I was
the Raptors GM.
My bad. Yeah, but I mean, all right. So look, I'm just look. He ain't know who the nigga was. Like, for real. Like,
nah.
He ain't know who
But
he
had a
was.
suit on. He was pulling his press pass, and I'm gonna say something too.
He hit his
That's
pass.
my thing. If you would have came out there and just like walked on, I'm not gonna say I get that reaction because normally you should be like, hey sir, do you have a press pass? You're trained in securing the court.
Right.
He should have asked for a press pass first, and if you seen him pulling one out, or you just push somebody off a rip, and he's like, yo,
Yeah, that was OD.
that was. Yeah, he should be.
You know what? I'm not
He was
trying.
hiding his pass. Like, he wasn't hiding it, but we clearly saw him take his pass and put it in the jacket.
If it was a home game, it wouldn't have happened.
It was in Toronto. It wouldn't have happened at all.
Hell no.
Okay.
So
I can get with that.
even then, like if you're him, how many times do you have to pull your like? This is just a security guard that don't play basketball, you know, or don't watch basketball. He just doing his job, but at the same time, it goes
against DC. I disagree with that. What
did he say? What did DC say?
He said that it wasn't the right response, but at the same time, he should have already had his credentials already out. I disagree with that.
That's the point I was going to.
Like, I disagree with that because there's a story that popped out with a different reporter in the same situation. Nothing happened to him in the same exact game. But Manny, please continue.
So with that said, like this man doesn't ever have to pull his press pass out most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is not the first time he casually walked on to the court. Even then, with all the excitement in the win, he came on, kind of chill.
Yeah.
So and then it's just this guy's probably an off-duty probably still is, a police officer off-duty, and then that goes back to talk about the toxic culture of policing and how it translates when these guys take jobs in the arenas or clubs, stuff like that. Now clubs is different. I done seen people who got jacked up because they deserved it, but that's a different thing. You off duty and you do. But like you can see the translation of if he worked, there's something a cop would do. Honestly,
yeah.
If that guy and then like he doesn't look like a GM.
If he would have looked like Robert Kraft, do you think he would have got the same?
Hell no!
treatment?
I said he didn't look like a GM.
Yeah,
because he was black.
Black.
Yeah.
So this is the thing right here. It said Brian Windhorst was at the game too as well. He said you need a certain credential pass to be displayed to walk into the court. He said he didn't have that on him. He said he walked on the court, no issues at all. Nobody questioned him at all.
That's crazy.
How many times?
This is his story. Now you can say you could take whatever conclusion you want from that.
Yeah.
That is Brian Windhorst's story. There's this Masai's tape right here. You see?
Yeah.
And that's that. Can I read the comments real quick for who wanted to talk? Was that Manny?
I had a little statement, but go ahead.
I got you. I just read the comments real quick. DC says on Twitch that it was the right response, but at the same time, he shouldn't have had his credentials already. We already talked about that. I meant the wrong response. My bad. DC again on Twitch. This goes back to cops not having enough training on how to handle situations, and instead there seems to be the mindset of I am the law.
Exactly.
Preach.
Go on.
Exactly.
Go on, Manny.
What was it? I was trying to figure out what I was gonna say before that. I got my head bad. But just keep going. I forgot. Sorry.
His head bad. Too many CTEs. Following his dreams.
Yes, follow my dreams. Got hit.
No, I'm just curious on like what the repercussion post, because I haven't heard anything about that. Is what happened post incident did he stay under investigation during this time period? Because you saw it a month into it.
Yeah.
So is this something that was under investigation for a year? Is this something that was swept under the rug, or was it immediately handled? Because it's clearly blatantly.
He top flight at a basketball game. He was out of there same day.
He's Craig. Craig and David.
He filed a suit against Masai.
Yeah, because the
he
thing is,
he filed a suit against him that he was assaulted
How does that happen?
because he's a cop. That's what they
You
did.
had a body cam on, and you knew you pushed this man twice.
yeah.
And now you.
And if somebody came from the court to tell you it's all good
From
the court side.
Kyle Lowry came out and told you from the court that he's
That was before.
good.
That was before Kyle Lowry.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
man's on. I forget.
The
who.
other dude at the top.
Yeah.
He came in. But the thing is, if Brian Wentworth ran past the same security guard, I'll be more entertained by his story. But other than that, he found a lazy nigga. He found a lazy security guard that was like, whatever. Them Bamas check people all day. If they check 100 people one night, I'm sure at least 10 days like I don't even feel like checking.
Man,
them.
people be finding their way on the field, court in no situation. Like Kevin Hart was out there when Philly won the Super Bowl.
That was funny.
Like
Yeah.
people
Good
be out.
point.
He was drunkish.
But I'm pretty sure he paid for that.
Can I read the statement?
Yeah.
All right. Masai Ujiri starts the statement about thanking everyone who expressed concern and disappointment, and of course concern since the video release. Cameras on me. Oh, a second. Cameras on me now. Okay. Give me a second. The video sadly demonstrates how horribly, this is Masai Ujiri talking, how horribly I was treated by the law enforcement officer last year in the midst of my team, the Toronto Raptors, winning its first world championship. Shout out to the Raptors. It was an exhilarating moment of achievement for our organization, for our players, for our city, for our country, for me personally, given my long tenure professional journey in the NBA, Ujiri writes. Yet, unfortunately, I was reminded that in that moment, despite all my hard work and success, there are some people who, including those who are supposed to protect us, who will always and only see me as something that is unworthy of respectful engagement. And there is only one indisputable reason why that is the case. Because I am black.
That's great.
Baby.
What saddens me most about this whole ordeal is that the only reason why I'm getting the justice I deserve in this moment because of my success. Because I'm the president of NBA team, I had access to resources that ensured I could demand and fight for my justice. So many of my brothers and sisters haven't had, don't have, and won't have the same access to resources that assured my justice. And that's why Black Lives Matter.
For sure.
The movement, not the organization. Ujiri finished the statement by saying that, I love this, it's important to continue to demand justice for George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Elijah McClain, and others. So, if I can read a little bit further, if I'm not boring you at this point.
No. I'm listening.
Okay. On Tuesday, this past Tuesday, the day the new footage was released, Ujiri countersued the deputy. His name is Alan Strickland, the one who pushed him, who was shown the video shoving Ujiri and telling him, back the fuck up.
That's crazy.
Ujiri attempted to gain access to the court. Strickland's lawsuit, which was filed in February of this year, 2020, alleged that Ujiri assaulted him and that as a result of the incident, he suffered injury to his body, health, strength, activity, and person, all of which have caused
What a bitch.
Hold a second. All of which have caused and continue to cause the plaintiff great mental, emotional, psychological, physical, and nervous pain and suffering. Give me a quick second. Hey, yeah, you're calling me right now on Blacks and Yak. What's going on, baby?
Hey, you got to take that call.
I know.
Yeah, we still live, man.
We going to
I'm
the
live
hospital?
Right now to talk with you.
We going to the hospital right now?
I got to grab me one.
Yeah,
more
you live
just
right
come
now.
around
We
you.
talk to you live. That's why I
Going to
picked up the
hospital?
phone.
You going to hospital?
Is that Dev?
No. It's. Hold on one second. Now, with all that being said, real quick, this is quick hits. Go ahead, Austin Toes. Get your quick hits in.
That's Austin.
Hey, yo, shout out to everybody that's watching. I know your favorite cast member is not there. I love y'all, though. And I'm about to sign a new artist tonight. All right, that's all I wanted to say.
Nice.
Hold a second. We about to start a new artist tonight. Let me see that contract. Last time I checked, it needs a CEO executive signature on there.
Nah, I'm going to just tell you about it afterwards. Because I might have to bend some rules to get them.
You know what? We're going to talk
It's
offline. and
documented.
go
You
from
can't do
there.
that.
All right, y'all be easy.
All right,
never
bro.
love for you.
All right, y'all.
All right, one.
I thought that was Jenny. I'm like,
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I thought he was going to the hospital.
Yeah.
That was a record label business right there. Shout out to
get
Austin
Birdman.
Toes
We
and-
talking Birdman with it.
Oh my God, it's Austin. I miss my Austin. Look, stop doing that, everybody. Don't.
Is it spelled with an E or an I?
It's spelled with a the way DC on Twitch spelled it is the way it's spelled.
Okay.
Austin, Austin.
I got a mixtape, Austin. If you try
Oh my
to
God,
push
it's
that
Austin. Jesus Christ! Don't get this man's head any bigger than what it is.
Yeah, he gave me a nice compliment up
DC
top. I appreciate it, Austin.
ain't was it pushing Austin like that because he spelled his name with the lowercase a? You ain't shit, Austin.
Hey, I
God,
got
this
a
man Austin got a
mixtape.
building fan base.
You heard me? He gonna call back like, Manny, I'm gonna fry you from the phone.
Hey, shout out to Austin though. Hey, real quick, shout out to the Washington football team. We talking quick hits now.
We ain't doing that.
We're not.
Jason Wright. Where's Austin Toes? You got Austin Toes with
He
you.
in your hood.
Yeah, exactly. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, shout out to Jason Wright, the first black president
sure.
of an NFL football team
Yeah.
For sure.
of the Washington football team.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get a round of applause for Jason Wright, please? Please.
Hopefully he changed the name right away. Though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, Manny, he said he can't give a round of applause. He was he's too cool for that right
Still
there.
Washington.
Yeah, it's tough. It's
Yeah,
tough.
exactly. And now I put it like this: a whole lot we do right. You know, a lot we do right, but
On the field.
on the field, but off the field though, off the field.
Even worse.
Yeah, we're terrible too as well. But this is a good
Who owns
boost.
the Washington football team still?
They setting that man up. They gonna
Yeah.
burn that man.
It's
One
because
Jesus
he-
Christ!
because he-
Why is he calling again?
But he's
Hold
not.
on one second.
He
hold on
got.
one
So you
second.
gonna call back? So you gonna find me?
What? Hey, what do you want?
Hey, I heard Manny talking.
I told you he's gonna find me. I told you he's gonna find me.
Hey, Austin, you live right now? What you got?
How you get displaced from the gold couch, Manny? Huh?
I was making money in my other job and I got here late,
All
There you
I'm
go.
done for real this time.
but I'm kicking back.
All right, y'all.
That's true though. You did get fired from the Gold Couch.
I ain't get fired.
Oh, this is the premium couch right here?
It's a premium couch right there.
That's my spot.
That's
Go
his
ahead,
spot. I know, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's my
his
spot.
You ain't
Yeah,
gonna be laying on the couch
YouTube
like that.
premium right there. He got the ass.
Yeah, I know. I was over there last Friday.
You gotta
know
play
what
Rick
I'm
James.
saying?
when
Hey,
he sits
I'm
down.
keeping a humble head.
It's-
Shout out to your
I know
promotion.
It's quite all right. It's quite all right.
What y'all think about the NBA right now? What's going on?
Hey, go ahead.
It's lit.
The Mavs, go ahead for pushing LA like that. Both LA's getting pushed right now. Both LA's getting pushed.
Hey, I love it.
Yeah, it's lit, man. It's lit. I don't know. I got to see the highlights for I didn't see the last Lakers games. I had to go to sleep that.
You didn't want to see it. The Lakers.
You
blew
got
out
1
the Blazers.
point.
They
You
fucking
know?
blasted. Yeah, they blasted Blazers.
But
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, but the Portland, I think is gonna have them running for their money the whole series.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they
so?
are. I didn't check the percentage that the Lakers were shooting yesterday, but
They were hot.
Yeah.
and I know that the Blazers were cold to a
Ice
certain
cold.
extent. Anthony was cold. McCullum was cold. I think Damian Lillard still did his thing. But anyway, so I think that good for y'all. And I'm cheering for LeBron, but actually I'm starting to now. After I talked to Rick the other day, I'm starting to really just cheer for the best team. It's just whatever, man.
Talking to me.
Yeah. After talking to you, it was either you or who else was here last Wednesday? It was maybe Manny.
Manning.
No,
It was somebody-
I don't think I was here last week.
It was somebody that was saying that they used to cheer for individual teams. It could be Austin.
Oh yeah,
County.
we did have that conversation.
Okay. Yeah, that made me kind of cheer for just the best team win now because I don't have no stick with LeBron. Like, cool, whatever. But he ain't my cousin or nothing like that. I think
Yeah.
somebody told me, like, kind of. But anyway, it's lit, though.
So who do y'all think is going to be in the finals? This is my question.
Yo, this is such a hard question. Looking
Yeah.
at these teams right now, you know what I honestly could see in the finals?
Don't say it.
The Rockets and the Heat.
That's hey.
Dang. I like
Wow,
the Heat.
right?
I like the Heat is gonna be fun. Them white boys is throwing up them threes. They exciting.
And
to
you got
watch.
Jimmy Butler mixed into as
Yes,
well with
yes.
Bam.
Oh, yeah,
That's exciting to
Bam
me.
Adebayo.
Robinson and Hero. I hope they light them. I hope they light everybody up.
I hope they
real.
like Milwaukee
The
up in the second round.
The team that got
Yeah.
the team that got their dick sucked more than the Suns is gonna win it all.
Who's that though?
That's a good
Did I miss
question.
it?
We'll
thinking
see it in the
about it.
video after the finals.
I won't be watching that video. I'm not watching that.
I never watched this one. This is for podcast purposes.
I'm good. Even for the podcast, I ain't watching that video. But no, I think it's gonna be. I think it comes down to the best bench is really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
You got teams like Portland that have a lot on the floor. If they would have had Rodney Hood out there right now.
Trevor Ariza.
I forgot about
right
Hood.
now.
Yeah, I forgot about Hood.
So Portland was really nice. I don't even know how they got that far back. I guess injuries, but
injuries. Yeah,
and Dame dislocated his finger last night.
That's right.
So
yeah,
I think the Lakers are gonna get this one.
Yeah.
I want to see teams like Denver. I don't know where their health is.
Good squad though.
They do.
Yeah, Denver got a squad.
And we sleep on Denver. We sleep on teams like Boston.
I'm woke.
I think it's gonna be Toronto.
Yeah, Boston.
I think it's going to be Toronto, and I think it's going to be, I know it's kind of whack to say, but a team out of L.A. versus Toronto in this finals.
Well, guess what? It's on mic right now, so we can come back and revisit this. We can see who the fuck was right. It's there now.
True. That's true. I think Fleet and Lowry's consistency now is key to the Toronto success. What I want to ask y'all is who's most likely as a third player in the Lakers, who's going to be the most consistent between Pope and Kuzma? That's what I want.
Caldwell Poop.
Caldwell Poop.
You got 1 point the other night.
You got Pope. You got Pope right. You got 1 point.
Okay.
I would say, dude, honestly, outside of LeBron, obviously AD and Kuzma, like it's pretty much whoever. It's somebody.
Yeah.
Like just put a name in the hat.
Okay.
Caruso,
Yeah.
Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee.
Yeah.
No, it's just anybody at that point. Deion Waiters.
I wanted to see him on the floor. Did he play last night?
He played last night. He got some minutes. Yeah,
Did he do good?
He had to take his back brace off before he came on the floor. Can't play defense. Ball handling was questionable. He was okay.
This is blasphemy to like my brother. He's a big Waiters fan.
He was all right. I mean, I didn't say he was trash. He wasn't like Caldwell Poop the first night, but
Caldwell Poop was bad at game one. And he played well game two, but can he consistently keep it up?
Yeah, that's
I
a
highly
question.
doubt it.
Yeah.
Oscar De La Hoya is coming out of retirement. 47 years old.
Is he fighting somebody younger than 30?
Good question.
I would hope not, because he may die in the ring. We ain't trying to see another Apollo Creed.
Put to sleep. Put to bed like Jay Holiday.
Exactly. Why is he coming out of retirement? He said he misses boxing. He wants to come back. I know Mike Tyson got videos in the streets, and everybody want to just try to hand in the ring.
So I got a crazy question to ask y'all.
Huh?
Mike Tyson in his prime, right? 2 times a year, he gets to knock your ass out at random. And what I mean, if the first hit doesn't get you, he puts you to sleep. But you get $1 million at the end of the year. So January 1st starts. It's your time clock starts, and then at the end, like whatever, December 30th, 31st, that's where your time clock ends. Would you take a couple $1 million to get knocked out at random? You could be on the way to work and get put to sleep. Open up the shower curtain and get knocked out.
Boy, I'm so scared.
Dude, you may die.
He has to knock out. He has to knock you
me.
out, or he just hits you though. Like he just got to take a punch.
Oh, you're gonna get knocked out unconscious if whether it's 1 hit or 3.
Can they be in the field at least, not in the shower? Because my head would bounce off at least 2 walls after he hits me.
If I'm blindsided by Mike Tyson, I'm dead.
Yeah,
my neck too long for that shit.
Yeah, that's a dub. I'll grind for that.
You literally just put your fit on to go to the club. You open the fridge up,
Says
pops
neck
out
too
the
long.
fridge, and get knocked out.
I'm dead.
For
dead.
five,
Yeah,
what's
I'm
your
dead.
price? $5 million, 1 year. That's it.
No, I mean, no.
To get
I'm like
knocked
this.
out.
If Mike Tyson gonna knock me out, like I said before in the BNY podcast, it's gonna be Hangover. It's going to be Hangover Part 4. That's he gonna knock me ass out on.
I gotta see
That's-
it coming. Pause.
for $5 million though.
Jesus Christ!
Great
He just
cause.
made that pause
twice,
right
twice,
there.
twice a
Great
year. Twice a year.
Twice. My fault. Twice a year. Yeah.
I'd do it for $5 million. I would.
$5 million.
I get over with. Yeah.
Hey,
might get a
Jose,
lump.
$5 million.
You might get a lump.
Man,
you might
come
get
on.
your eye looking different, crazy afterwards. But
Look, I don't give a fuck.
Y'all
about-
never got hit by a knockout king before, apparently.
Nah.
No, Jose, $5 million.
But $5 million.
$5 million?
It is
Come on
over
now.
after 2 times. $5 million.
Look, I ain't got to be in Hangover 4.
Come on, bro.
Come on.
You
Hey,
saving yourself
$5
years
million?
of
Boy,
work.
hey, hitting you on the chin.
I've had,
$5 million. I would quit today.
Dog,
$5 million?
Keep it real.
I'm
So
not-
my
so
man
you're taking
thinking
it.
about it.
Hell
I'm
yeah,
not,
I'm taking that.
I'm not even going. I'd rather him shoot me in the foot.
No Tory Lanez.
No
Tory Lanez. Good news.
Jesus.
Tory Lanez.
Yo.
New segment. A new podcast. Newbies What Ifs.
Hey, hey, that's a great segment.
Hold a second. You come across the BNY Network.
but-
We
You do
talking
that
to
shit
you.
at work. Hey man,
Why
what
do it for
if?
free when you can do it and get paid?
Hey, you right.
What my check?
Well, you check. You earn it right now by showing up late. But then we got to dock you. So there it is right there. Dang,
know,
you walk right into that one.
No, as soon as that baby done and you got to come back to work for real. I got you.
Yeah, exactly. The electricity. That's my payment.
Cut it off like in LA.
Is that? I'm in LA, baby.
Hey man, there's a party in the backyard.
I thought you were running a podcast, right?
It's like
got about 4
50
people in there.
People in a 6x6.
Ain't got no mask on.
Ain't no mask on. Ain't no hand sanitizer in that joint.
Man, you gonna be like, it's warm in here. They cut off the
Warm,
AC.
turn off the ACs.
Can I get to this last story? But how about stupid Major League Baseball it is?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I don't know
please.
nothing about baseball, so I'm
That's
definitely
fine. Yeah, you need to know nothing about it. You had 2 players, Fernando Tatis Jr. You have Juan Soto. Shout out to Juan Soto, plays for the Washington Nationals.
For sure.
Yeah, start reactions on the same night. So I'm reading just a little bit of this. Fernando Tatis plays with the San Diego Padres. He's at the center of a swirling controversy for breaking one of Major League Baseball's unwritten rules. The Braves and Nationals reacted to the incident and one involving Juan Soto, another one of baseball's new generation stars in a game between the National League East rivals on Monday night. Give me a second.
My
so pretty
team
much,
versus
I
your
can't.
team.
I don't know the article in it. I had an app goes from there, but I got on top of the head.
Yeah.
Pretty much Tatis, what he did is that they were up by 7 runs. It was in like the lower innings. Pretty much at that point, they were just he was up 3-0 in the count, which means 3 balls to 0 fouls.
Okay.
So you understand what's going on?
Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. 3 balls, 0 fouls. So you got that. All right, 3 fouls, you out. All right, okay, good. The pitcher, according to unwritten baseball rules, he's going to just throw a pitch. You're up by 7 runs. Game's pretty much over.
So he wanted the walk.
So he I'm just throw you a pitch, walk it.
Yeah.
Tatis took that pitch and smacked it
that
out.
mug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cranked that shit
Yeah.
out the park. Ran around the bases. Everything's good to go. Tatis' own his coach, pretty much his manager,
Right.
ripped him a new one that you're not supposed to do that right there.
Did he do that though? I didn't know if he did or didn't. If
The
this-
manager ripped the Tatis' own manager, the Padres manager, ripped Tatis a new one
Yeah,
for
Nationals.
doing that.
Yeah.
Nationals manager.
No, he's on the Pirates.
No, this is
So
Tatis right
we're
here.
talking
It's
about-
Tatis.
Yeah, but the
Okay.
Padres.
Yeah,
Pirates.
Tatis
I thought it was
Padres.
Yeah, yeah,
Padres.
yeah.
Tatis
Alright.
Padres right
The
here.
Padres are playing
The Padres manager, Tatis.
Understood.
Tatis plays for the
Okay.
Padres.
Understood.
Padres manager ripped him a new one for running around the bases and
Stupid.
first hitting that home run and running around the bases, of course.
Okay.
Let's focus on that real quick. Javon told, hey, shout out to BNY Midwest Sports and Fitness. Hey,
we doing
hey,
that? That's so
the
good.
hey, the BNY Network, baby, right there. It's growing. It's growing. Javon Toes, that's Austin Toes' brother right there too as well.
Cool.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
it's,
dope.
it's all in the family. We only working within family.
That's dope, man.
It's all we working with.
Yo,
Yeah,
I gotta
exactly.
meet him one day.
name.
The rule is stupid. Yes, it is. Imagine telling a player that, hey, on rules of baseball, we're up by this many runs. The other team just won't come back at all. They won't even try to come back. So if a pitch comes down the middle, don't hit it because the unruled runs the baseball written by dudes that. Can I just be completely honest here?
You have an intentional walk. Like you can just throw it way outside the plate and just be done with it, right?
Can I be completely honest here? What I want to say, these rules are written by old,
Show us.
white, boring men.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's just be honest. That's not a shot to every white guy right there. It's not a shot at all because all like that. Because Trevor Bauer, he's been white guy too as well. But baseball has been against this the whole entire time. These are like old mindset rules right here. And dudes like 75, 77, and I'm talking like the Negro League baseball players either. It's on the other league right there. Let me scroll and read some of these comments because I want to get some of this fan interaction. Javon Toes, BNY Midwest Sports and Fitness. The rule is stupid. So it typically happens that we have a 3-0 count, 3 balls, no strikes. You take the all the way. Everyone knows this typically happens, so the pitcher will typically always throw a strike. DC on Twitch. It's the same as the unwritten rule in basketball of running out the clock when up by a bunch in the fourth. I'm not saying I agree with it, but it follows the same lines. Pretty much is that if you can't stop me, fuck you. It's your fault right there. Play some defense. If you want a pitch being hit out the park, don't throw a pitch to be hit out the park. I'm done with the old rules. That shit is out. That shit is. Let that shit lie in the 30s and the 40s.
This is a little
I don't give a damn about it.
It's a little bit different than basketball, in my opinion. Though.
Well, the thing is that basketball, when you're up at like 20 and it's like a minute left, you don't like come down and like shoot a 3. But regardless, you know what I say?
That's crazy.
I say come down and shoot a 3.
That's crazy. DC.
I say that if the game's still going on, it's times on the clock. Why not?
Yeah.
Why do I have to suffer my stats?
Yeah.
Because you're getting blown out.
Yeah, I could see that.
Exactly.
I could see that.
As a pitcher for for basketball, I mean, let's just say
DC just talking shit at this point.
and he's, we're not gonna talk about the story, DC. I will let that ride. But anyways, in basketball, if you're up 40 points, there's no way you're gonna come back.
Read Javonto's comment right there. It's important.
He's on a roll. He's on a roll. We can't keep up.
That's BNY Midwest Sports and Fitness. This is his lane right here.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, read that right there. Read that.
Yeah. So now Tatis probably got into it with his manager because they were given signs before each at bat. He was more than likely given the sign not to swing, so that meant he ignored the coach's sign, which is what I heard. That is a do. That's why I feel like that's tough. What do you guys think?
I think same thing. You know,
I honestly, when it comes to baseball, I understand what Javon's saying, but I don't like the gentlemanness is of baseball. That's why when I try to coach my son, I can't do that. I, as a sports fan,
as a competitor,
well, not even a sports fan, as a competitor, do what end them.
Yeah.
But even then, I have coached mercy rules. I had a game where my son's team was up by 40, and I'm like, put the kids in prevent. But all of my kids were competitors, and they were like, nah, but you want that blood in all sports.
Is it all sports though? Because I feel
like can I read a comment?
I don't like the fact that.
Let me read the Juan Soto piece real quick. You already read this part right here.
Yeah.
Managers take that. Baseball managers take that thing very seriously. Javon Toes had a coach made us run after the game for not following signs. Okay, fine. That's old school right there.
That's rude.
Juan Soto clubbed a 445-foot ninth inning home run off Braves reliever Will Smith to give the Nationals a 6-3 lead at the time. The Braves will eventually rally to win in the bottom of the ninth, which is, as a Nationals fan, was actually, you know what? It doesn't hurt that much. we got the championship last year, so I'm not really too concerned.
You're talking shit about my team.
Yeah, I know, but we won last year, so I don't really care if you win a regular season game.
Brave Stadium, nice though.
Yeah, it was okay. Soto admired things. This is the thing right here. Juan Soto did. Juan Soto, as I said, I was looking at it wrong. Juan Soto admired his home run for a second or two. Certainly not as long as he admired some of his other blasts. And then Will Smith barked the pitcher cursed at Soto, which only led to an even slower trot around the bases. So pretty much in baseball, once you hit a home run, just run around the bases and come back. But thing is that I'm telling you right now, my young son will be playing baseball next year, and he's played baseball before too for 2 seasons. But it's based off like COVID and all that. It's sports that got fucked up. Next year, if he's a home run, and he wants to look at that thing sail over the fence, why not?
Yes.
Why not?
I'm for that.
The problem with baseball is that baseball gets talked about is because you're boring as fuck.
Yeah.
It's because you hit a home run and you just trot around and everybody's a gentleman. Gentleman shit means nothing. What they say? Nice guys finish last. This is exactly why.
Yeah.
Why are we talking baseball right now? Because the unwritten rules and people going against it. Go against all the baseball written rules. Fuck the unwritten rules.
Yes. Stop
Fuck
them
all
if you're
of
mad.
them.
Yeah.
Was Soto's a grand slam? Because the Padres, I thought it was the Pirates, but that was a grand slam in the 8th or 9th inning when they were down. So that's to me. I'm not saying I agree with the rule, but a grand slam is different than
I don't give a damn what it was. If you hit a home, if it's the pitcher serves you up and you hit that thing, so be it.
Yeah, as a pitcher,
throw a better pitch.
I think that's the deepest.
Play defense,
Yeah,
basketball.
that's where I'm at. Man.
Football.
Yeah.
Play defense. You want me
Patriots
to
do it
score.
all the time. The Patriots do it all the time. And as much as I hate the Patriots, I love seeing how much they trying to just rip their peoples apart.
For sure.
You know what's crazy? Well, not too crazy, but I've coached little league or youth. Well, not football. I would love to coach football, but youth soccer.
Oh, that's dope.
Now, I have a few coaches that maybe they see this too as well. But you know what I tell my kids? I say go play. They can't stop you. I will alternate, you through different positions, but if you score, you score. Like I'm not going to hold you back from your own greatness,
Right?
Because the other team can't stop you.
Right.
I'm not here to do that because that puts a cap on you and mentally that these are like 6. I'm talking like 5, 6, 7-year-olds. Like I'm not going to do it to you this
I don't
age.
care.
If you're great, go be great.
Exactly.
I think it comes down to for baseball is like you have the whole AAA system, right? So
this may be one of those circumstances. It's a little bit different than I think the NFL. If you score 50 points, the corner doesn't get cut immediately unless you gave up 5 touchdowns that one game. But for like baseball, let's say it's like a relief pitcher. He's got the bases loaded. He's trying to load the bases, get somebody out to get a ground out. I think that's a coach to a coach, and that's where the science comes into play. Having that conversation, saying, okay, we have a guy here that's trying to maybe make it. Let him ground out, or let's get this inning out. But that guy that gave up the grand slam may never pitch at the highest level again. I know it's a competitive thing and it's a gentleman's thing to do, but that guy may never.
How's that
get
fair
the
to other
chance.
athletes?
That guy right now, the batter that they're speaking about that hit that grand slam in like the 8th or 9th inning, I think he's
like
top of the sport right now.
Like he was told just to like throw a pitch down the middle. And then the dude just took advantage of that completely. That's just bad coaching.
Yeah,
I think that was understood coaching from coach to coach.
I know you're right about that, but that's not right.
It's not right, but I think that's where it came from. It's one coach saying, "Hey, you got it." The other guy saying, "Hey, we'll give you this little ground ball. Hit the ground ball.
We'll give you the game. We're not coming back."
It was the player not being in harmony with what the coaches already agreed on, kind of like even
exactly. And the pitcher being tied
that makes
into
it different.
That too.
That makes it.
That makes sense right there, but at the same time, I feel like
that's crazy. But
it's a real loser mentality.
And will this guy?
Because there's guys out there clawing in single A. They'll have a chance to just show their arm
down
out
8
to
runs.
major league teams.
I agree. I feel like
I agree with that statement for sure.
Yeah, players love the sport, and the fact that it's a gentleman's sport, they got these rules, these unwritten rules, but there's a lot of competitors in baseball right now. There's a lot of competitors in baseball,
probably more than most.
Yes, so like I like it. I'm here for the competitiveness and the bat flips.
Some of those are a little wild to do from like the Marlins. Crank the home run through the bat back at the other dugout. But you get hit for shit like that, and your teammates get hit for shit like that. I
love bat flips.
I do too, but I'm not trying to get hit because I hit.
I don't want my team to suffer because I'm having fun. I got this. I don't know. That's why I can't follow baseball too much.
I love baseball in the postseason. I think it's a very fun sport to watch. I love going to baseball games in the summer, which kind of sucks that
coronavirus.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you probably just drink there the entire time and barely watch the game.
That's definitely me.
No, I drink and I watch the game, which makes it
in-person baseball way more fun.
For sure.
You could probably say that for every sport, but I'm sorry. I'd rather stay at home to watch the Super Bowl. I mean, Super Bowl is different.
Well, football on TV is fun.
I know. Football
but baseball,
on TV,
you need to be there to actually
yeah, man. Baseball, you got to be there. It's a fun environment with baseball. You kind of feel like the American spirit or whatever. But
hot dogs, beer, all that.
Man, I like baseball in person. I never watched it on TV. This is me personally, you know what I'm saying? But football, I'd rather stay home and watch it because there's so much from the commentators that I like hearing from football, and I like the different angles in football.
The red zone, all that.
I like it. I like that stuff, bro. You know
I can't see that comment. It's far from me.
Javon, it takes just one person to change the way things are done, of course. There wasn't always a celebration after a touchdown in football or slam dunks in basketball until someone was destined to change the rules, and Tatus did that. And you know what, Javon? I'm expecting to hear a hell of a take on BNY Midwest Sports and Fitness with this too as well. Thank you for that contribution. That was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Ty, you got this day in Black History.
Yeah, I do actually.
Hey,
did you send it already?
Yeah, I sent you. Yeah, check your text. You know if you got it.
Hold
on a second.
I don't think I got it yet.
Bear with us. If not, I'll just hand you my phone. You just read it from there.
Did I? Hold on. Let me see.
I sent it a couple hours ago.
Nah. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, you lost.
Do you not see it?
No, I didn't see it. I don't. No, the last one I got. The only long one is the you know.
Okay, all good. Here you go, right here.
Okay,
I got your phone.
Okay. Thank you.
Got this limbo on.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what I do is the closing part of BNY podcast is that we read a little just a little aspect of Black history from today. So, Ty, what we got for today?
We got today we got Nat Turner slave revolt. We have a picture of Nat Turner here. He looked like Neil deGrasse in the face. Respect to him.
Put some respect on his name.
No. Respectfully, he knows the culture. So anyway, so August 21st, 1831, Virginia slave Nat Turner led one of America's most violent slave revolts in Southampton, Virginia. It is said that Turner, a deeply religious man and preacher who could read and write felt he who was inspired by God to lead the revolt, to show the evils of slavery and if possible lead slaves to freedom. He is said to have believed that a solar eclipse was a sign to begin the revolt. That's fire. The insurrection began in the early morning hours of August 21st, 1831, and continued for a couple of days. Turner and other slaves went from plantation to plantation killing whites. And
Slave owners.
They had a movie that was taking their weapons, horses, and freeing slaves along the way. Approximately 50 slaves participated with Turner in a rebellion. The revolt concluded with the deaths of 50 whites and the arrest and eventual killings of the slave involved in the insurrection. Wow. Turner hid for 2 months and was accidentally found by a farmer on October 30th, 1831, which is about September, October, 2 months from the original start of it. In the end, 57 blacks were executed by the state, and approximately 200 were killed by gangs of whites and militias. That sucks because that sucks. Nat Turner's revolt not only resulted in the deaths of many, but also a tightening and creation of new laws to even further restrict the liberty of blacks. Nat Turner was hanged and skinned on November 11th, a month later, 1831. That sucks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This sucks because, like, okay, so it was 50 blacks that participated in the revolt. They killed 50 whites, but 57 blacks were executed. And then 200 were killed later by gangs of whites. So 257 blacks were killed because of the revolt.
What's crazy about Nat Turner is that I actually wrote a, I guess you can call it a fiction, based off Nat Turner's life, and I related that to the birth of Django too as well.
Yeah,
it's actually a pretty good, it's actually a pretty good write up that I did. I haven't released it yet, but it may be something I actually put out there. It's I actually told a story like I wrote it like a script.
Yeah,
I had Robert E. Lee involved in it too as well. Not General Lee, but it was at the time for my story purposes. It was Lieutenant Lee.
Yeah,
like it was actually a very interesting script that I actually wouldn't mind y'all taking a look at and reading.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Give it to Netflix. They fucking produce anything.
It'll do better than Netflix.
We'll do better than Netflix. also, one thing too as well is that when I thought about this, when I saw, of course, you know me, I read ahead. I thought about like our great grandparents or even our great grandparents' friends or whatnot back in like the 1950s and 60s when it was like the sit-ins, all that.
Yeah.
I watched Umbrella Academy recently. I don't know if everybody watched that.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen the whole thing.
Yeah, the sit-ins too as well. One thing depicted with that era too as well, as far as black people, is that not every black person on board with doing that deed right there, was sitting in, because you got to think at that time. Like, think of ourselves in 1957. All right, I do this sit-in right here. I'm probably gonna get fired from my job.
Yeah,
I got 2 kids and a wife. I mean, how I'm going to provide for them? If I fall on my head, if I fall on the seam on the concrete, that's it. You know, nobody's going to hire me again. Word's going to get around town. That's what it is. Like, honestly, like, everybody the civil rights movement that did what they did took a huge risk.
Yeah.
To make sure that we, as us right now, are in this room right now, doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Freely over airwaves. Like, it took a whole lot of sacrifice for that to happen.
Yeah.
And I sat back and I thought of it like that. I was like, damn, man, that's goddamn crazy.
Yeah.
That I see individuals like Daniel Sims talking this bullshit, the real life Clayton Bigsby, and not realizing that what it took to actually get him to even say those things in front of cameras.
For him to be walking around having an opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People even hearing him with cameras on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm glad you brought up the Umbrella Academy, man, because honestly, man, I analyzed myself, and to be real, you don't know until you really don't know until you face the situation what you would really die for. You don't know. You can say all you want, but you don't know. But I pray that when that time comes, I will die for what I believe in. In my heart, I feel like I easily will. In my heart, I feel like I easily will. But I hope that I go through with it when that time comes, because I'm a big believer in being unselfish for the next generation, man. And I like the way you brought up Umbrella Academy, man, because for the black girl to go back in time, and it probably, honestly, I give the other people way more respect than her, because she already came from a time where the blacks had rights and everything like that. So long story short, an Umbrella Academy is a black lady that went back to the 50s.
I'm hip.
The 60s.
Okay.
Yeah, he watched it. Yeah.
All right. So I gave her less credit because it take less guts because she know that where it could lead. So it's kind of like a cheat code because faith isn't faith without a blind part of the vision. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have the blind part. She knew the vision and she knew what was going to happen.
But no spoiler alert. But yeah, go on.
Oh yeah, but the other guys didn't. But they still went through with what they want. That's to me is commendable. So for her to at the end, I mean, I'm not going to give anything to, but when the guy said, "I thought you said what we did mattered, it changed," he was like, "Yeah, but we're still fighting the fight." That joint made me want to go even harder.
That was wild
on my determination now for the future, bro. That's a big deal to me, bro. Like that's a big deal to me, man. And yeah, man. So when I look at history, I try to put my mind into where and exactly what was going on and the guts that it took, man. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that really, man, your actions now should show what type of cloth you're made out of. But I hope that my actions now will show what type of man I would have been back then.
Do you think we're made from that same cut, the generation coming forward? Because I think we took a little pause, and I think this new generation is doing a lot of stuff that generations in the past. You see people doing a lot of protesting, and you see some people that are. It was one video that really struck with me with a guy who's like 40 or 50 coming out in the streets saying like, "This wasn't the way. Like we've tried this for, my generation, and my sons did this, and my dad did this, and his grandfather did this. We did find, videos like that really strike me, where you see people that are really really taking that next step. I commend the new generation because they're really pushing the envelope, not only on the streets, but people, in politics with AOC coming out there and really being so young and really inspiring a lot of people to make some changes. So
you definitely need more young blood in politics
because it's so old.
You can't have the same 60, 70-year-olds. I've been in power for 30 years. I know only one circle of life. I make rules that we all know, we all adhere to. We get that high up, Democrat, Republican, it's all the same thing. Left wing, right wing, same bird. That's what I say.
What you mean by that? I genuinely ask. What do you mean when you say it's the same thing?
That when you get that high up, it doesn't really matter. And it really doesn't matter who you are. Like you're so far in power that your power pretty much is going to protect power.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
You do, what I do, I mean, on paper or on the surface, we'll like argue against it, but we'll still like if you look at the voting, like who voted for what. I mean, they pretty much all vote the same. Like anytime I hear bipartisanship, I'm not getting too political. I don't like to get political here on BNY for obvious reasons, but whenever I hear bipartisanship, I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's not a very good thing to me. Because it's usually that they voted on something that may not should be so good for the average American. I saw a meme recently that, I mean, let's just go with the facts. We're going to talk about this. You have a presidential candidate that's 77. You have one that's 75. First of all, me at 77, 75, I can imagine myself running for the most stressful job on the planet. Like it's just. That to me, that's just completely wild. Yeah. Like I'd rather be chilling with my grandkids somewhere, maybe smoking a cigar and having a little bit of a Crown Peach. Just enjoying myself. But with that being said, then you have other individuals like real high up in power that's in their 60s and 70s. Then I don't know how real this is. Please fact check me. I heard that the average age of the American is 37.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Yeah. If I'm wrong, fact check me. If it's a little bit more years, please let me know, educate me, and I'll go from there, like I always has on the BNY page. But if the average age of the American is 37, and you got individuals in power that's 40 years older than that, if you don't know where I'm at, don't know where I've been, how can you understand where I'm coming from?
And they're not voting in your interests either.
Exactly.
I'm not going to say voting. They're not making decisions based off of what suits you.
Like even my grandma, I love my grandma. My grandma's 85 right now, but her interests right now and my interests right now, it just doesn't align.
Yeah.
It just doesn't because we're just two different age groups and two different mindsets. Like imagine me right now taking my mindset 50 years in the future and applying the same mindset I have right now to then. It's going to be outdated. It just is what it is.
Right.
no, all of us here, 50 years from now, wherever our mindset is going to be outdated.
Yeah.
Our music taste, outdated. Our style, what we're wearing right now, outdated. 50 years from now.
You ain't wearing the bell bottoms right now. Ain't what's hot.
Yeah.
Exactly. Ain't nobody wearing hats with sunglasses on the shirt. Shirts with chains on it. You know what I mean? The Big My logo's gonna live forever, so man, it good. So,
my homie Newbie wears Jinko jeans on the weekend.
You're welcome.
but it's just like everything changes over years. Everything changes. Style changes. 50 years ago, how they think? What was your style?
Yeah,
it was something completely different.
5 years ago, what was your style?
Exactly. There it is. And so, and the internet just speeding everything up.
Yeah.
At 5 years. Now 5 years is the new 2 years. 2 years maybe the new 1 year. 1 year maybe the new 6 months.
Yeah, so you saying that we definitely need more younger ones that continually are interchanged into
exactly.
the
We need more younger individuals.
Diversity.
I want to see a 38-year-old president. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, honestly,
you shouldn't have to be 65 living in the Senate all your years, and now it's my time. Like, that's nonsense.
Yeah.
I want to see some new blood.
Right. Yeah, man, I think that's where like a lot of the Black Lives Matters organization could be benefit, because it's gonna take some time, but we need to that comes into what they're teaching in the schools to our kids. You know what I'm saying? We don't learn politics in school. That possibly could be a major in college, whatever. But if you start,
why is that?
I mean, that's just how it was written, I guess, man. But the black owned schools that have control over the curriculums, yeah, that's where it could start, and it's gonna take some time. But us as adults right now, we got to be able to sacrifice what we don't see into fruition and be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? That's the ultimate definition of sacrifice, for real. When you do something that you know you're not gonna see the benefits of. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Hey, you know what though? You say that, it's beauty in that too as well.
I think so. I think absolutely.
I mean, if you're religious or not, Moses.
Yeah.
He didn't go to the promised land with his people. But guess what?
Yeah.
He led them there, and that's the beauty in that he got them out of one area and brought them somewhere totally different.
Yeah.
For us.
For sure.
I don't think that even our grandkids one day, we're not going to see them to have the fruit of their labor that they should have. But you know what? We can enjoy the road traveled.
Yeah.
And the fight that took them to get from where we're at right now to where they need to be at.
Yeah.
It's for everybody in this room too as well.
For sure.
Look at some final thoughts. Start with Manny.
Well, I missed half the damn podcast, so but nah, happy to be here. But Dev's not here, so I gotta say it. I'm just glad to be around a bunch of positive men.
In a room full of black men.
In room full of black men. But no, we the world's crazy right now, man. When I first came on, we had a lot to laugh about, and we're not doing that much right now as a planet. And get y'all shit together, man. I'm tired of fucking talking about this crazy shit. But no, I was late. I'm kind of out the loop. Been working kind of hard, trying to get some other stuff off the ground working. I'm always happy to be here. So I really talk about the day in Black History though.
Yeah,
let y'all carry that. I did.
You want to talk on it? It's your final thoughts.
I mean, I really don't have much to say. Y'all hit the nail on the head with everything going on. So I kind of sat back and let it ride. Cause y'all know if y'all got some out the way, say some out the way. I'm coming for you.
Sure.
But no, I don't have much. Hopefully next week will be a better week. I make it here on time. I was past dev time.
Man, we're glad you showed up.
I was past dev time.
We're glad you were here for real.
So, but nah, I was just here today, just sitting back, fly on the wall. Austin, I can't wait till you come back. We got some shit. Shout out to Javon Toes. What's my man's right here? Y'all call him DC?
Oh, for sure. That's DC
Danny,
out there holding it down.
Yeah, DC doing his thing.
Who's your daddy?
Danny
Is what he goes off of.
So what?
Yeah, it's it might be off of I think it was Madden when I beat him. We ain't gonna talk about his video game skills, but yeah.
This man's video game skills is impeccable.
If you want to take an L in Madden, hit me up. Just let me know.
Ty, final words, please.
Thanks for having me, BNY. Words never.
Always. You part of the family.
I appreciate that.
You the
Honestly, I
BNY
appreciate
network.
that, man. Words Never Spoken podcast every Wednesday. Me and Austin Toles co-hosting with a Nancy and a potential new co-host.
Who's new? Who?
Thanks to Manny. Potential new. But anyway, talking about Jordan. But other than that, man, I don't. Maybe I do want to get deep, but maybe I don't want to get too deep. But I'll keep it short.
Get deep. It's your time.
A room full of black men, man.
Yeah. Look, man, I'm gonna be honest. I appreciate at this specific time in my life. I'm not just saying this. Like, this has been for the past 3 months. I had like a certain revelation, and this is like the most open I am to other people's thoughts on life. Period. Ever in my life, where I usually have a wall up to people's perspectives, and I think it came with a certain amount of egotism and ignorance. But as I speak now, honestly, this is the most open I've ever been to people's opinions, and it's been the most liberating and happy I've ever been with myself. And so I appreciate this platform and being able to speak about my thoughts and hear you all's thoughts, because honestly, when you all talk, I listen really with the feeling of being blessed that I get to learn something today from somebody's other walk of life. And so I hope to continue this, man. And, some stuff I be OD. I ain't gonna lie. Some stuff I be purposely OD with, but some stuff I really be feeling in my heart. So I want y'all to keep being patient with me and continue being yourselves, man. I think all of y'all are real and authentic from like the vibes I'm getting. Keep doing that, man. You guys seem like to be good people, and I'm blessed to be a part of it. And yeah, that's all I want to give today. Yeah.
Salute.
Hey, y'all did better than me. Let me see if I can throw something together. Thank for everybody that's in the comments. That's pretty dope to kind of get y'all's feedback live on some of the things we're talking about. DC, Austin, Javon. I haven't met y'all yet, but I'm sure that'll come in the future. Blessing to be a part of BNY podcast. Thank you, Ricky, for having me out here.
Always.
The interjection crew.
Yeah, Thugnificent. Let me get my chain. I got to be on the Hummer. But yeah, hopefully everyone keeps peace, love, positivity, keeps an open mindset. I'm growing too. As you just said, you know what I mean? I'm trying to, take different mindsets. I read a lot of the stuff that y'all post on Facebook, and definitely try to at least, I may come into it thinking one way, but leave these comments and leave these podcasts thinking a little bit more of a different perspective and a little bit more broad of a vision that when I came into it with. But yeah, looking forward to the growth. Hopefully this is not my last one. And yeah, thank y'all for supporting.
I tell you what, this is my final word now. Nobody comes on BNY one time.
I hope not.
No, that's Ty. You've been on here how many times now?
Yeah, this is my second time total, but like in total 5 times with the other podcast. But this is my second time on Fridays. But it's early though. Within 4 weeks, that's a lot.
Yeah. So the thing is that usually music is just Fridays, but today he had an open day, so he came out. But the thing is that no one comes on BNY once, so you're coming back on.
Yeah,
that's already solidified.
The choice is yours, not ours.
Oh, the easy way, the hard way. They always choose the hard way, which is not come back on the podcast.
That's tough.
Hey, but for real though, I appreciate everybody in this room. Ty, Doobie, obviously y'all here. I didn't have the regular cast like I normally do with Manny. Manny came a little bit late. Sean and Manny, Austin down south doing his thing with BNY South and UDFA. Deb too. He couldn't be here tonight, but y'all boys came through. I appreciate that. If I could have one word, and I just wanted to read a couple names off my phone. The names are Sergeant Jonathan Mattingly, Detectives Brett Hankinson, and Miles Cosgrove. Those are the names of the killers of Breonna Taylor. And I will read them for every single podcast so before I find a word until justice is served. We'll clip this out. We'll make it happen. I'll pray that everybody share it, but at the very least, I'll try to do my part in these interwebs to make sure that their names are known. I'll say it again. Their names are Sergeant Jonathan Mattingly, Detectives Brett Hankinson, and Miles Cosgrove are the killers of Breonna Taylor for a no-knock warrant they had the wrong address for a house they were searching drugs for, and the house they searched drugs for didn't have any drugs, obviously because Kenneth Taylor, the boyfriend of Breonna Taylor, they didn't have any drugs. So we're still searching justice for this day. It's been months. LeBron, you saw the hats earlier this week.
Yeah.
Oprah has had oh damn, I guess my mic's falling off over here. I'll hold it right now. Oprah's had billboards popping over Louisville too as well, doing her part. But we need to keep doing more. Us on the ground level. There's protests out there that people would like to say that are riots and looters and things of that sort. That way they could dismiss the whole Black Lives Matter movement. They're like tied into the protest versus with somebody's rogue comments on something crazy and then make that all of us. But when it comes to killers like Dylan Roof, it's never any of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that we keep the energies here on the podcast when I find the words. That's all I have right there. I appreciate everybody. June, shout out to you. I want to take that. I love loyalty too as well.
Sure.
And in the famous words of us, if I can't say,
one.